There must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven send. With me tonight, I run away. We'll never forget the past, but what counts is our brand new start. Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away.
It's a big Nick energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Here in the 9, have mud in the blood, and we're only going up, yeah, vertical. Touching the sky every time that we glide on 75, all fashionable, so fashionable, so far from broke. Just letting you know that we get it and go. It's a big Nick energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Summer's too hot and the winter's too cold. It's a real sweet spot. You stop and know, yeah, it's a big Nick energy show. So big, I'ma write it in bold. It's a big Nick energy show. It's a big Nick energy show.
The Big Nick Energy Show, the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Big Nick Energy Show. It's Monday, and if you're listening and it's 6 o'clock, between 6 and 8 o'clock, guess what? You are listening live to the show. Welcome, it's Monday. You get to spend the next 2 hours with us hanging out with some of the coolest people in this house. Yeah, this show wouldn't be what it is or isn't if it wasn't for Corey W. King in studio. What's up, Corey?
Not much, baby boy.
Besides your weight. Oh.
You know
My bad.
what? You lose a few pounds and all of a sudden you start fat shaming.
It's November 11th. We are on episode, for real, like, what is it, 29? Are we on 29?
28.
No, I think 20. Hold on a
26,
second. Hold on. I got to
20.
look. I got to look.
I really don't know.
I know we do this sometimes to just kind of mess with everybody. Episode number 30.
We're on 30?
So.
30.
Yeah, 30.
What is that smell? That wonderful smell that just came in here.
Gina smells
What
like
is
bacon.
that? Is that
More than
cucumber
just a
melon?
smell.
That's not bacon, Corey.
No, it's winter candy apple.
Dang.
Smell my elbow, you
Over there
weirdo?
smelling like a Pop-Tart.
She smells like a closet.
I love it. Oh, she does. I think
smell like
her
a
smells good,
closet?
Gina.
Joke's on you, because I don't keep my clothes in a closet. They're on my floor.
That's
Ugh, that's why it's dusty.
the joke's on me over that.
We also got Gina, the SS Gina in studio. Don't do that, Corey. We got a special guest in the house. Special guest I met over the weekend. We'll get into that a little bit. Mr. Brian Adkins in the studio.
Hello.
Don't be confused with Adkins' diet. This is not the same thing.
I don't think
No.
anyone on
No.
this show would ever be confused with
No.
Atkins' diet.
No, but welcome, Brian. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate you get to hang out with us for the next 2 hours. Unfortunately, this will ruin your credit.
Yeah.
We noticed
Yeah.
that. It will.
My
it
credit
will-
score was 815 when I started this show.
Yeah.
It is 7 now.
He can't even get a library book.
No.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I got turned down for a Kroger Plus card.
Not the
So,
Kroger
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, he had too many digital coupons, as they say on the streets. So yeah,
Is that what they say?
that's what I heard, Gina. That's what I heard. Welcome, guys. You guys look nice today. Festive. Everyone looks festive.
And then there's you.
Festive. And then there's me wearing
All black.
all black.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have my fuzzy sweater on. I'm just wearing leggings.
I like it, and you smell
t-shirt.
great. You
Yeah.
smell great.
Yeah, why do you smell good right now?
I always smell good, first of all. I have over 50 different scents of Bath and Body Works.
Okay, can you narrow it down to why
Yeah,
you
which
smell
one?
good?
Wait,
in
which
this
one do you?
specific
Which one are you
instance?
wearing?
What's the
Do you know?
This is called winter candy apple.
Love it.
I'm gonna write that.
Because I'm very particular. Like, I'm very sensitive with smells. I don't know if it's ever since COVID, but I can't stand certain smells, and you smell great.
Thank you.
I think you smell great.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Honestly, if you don't have on your stuff right now.
I
but
do.
You do?
Yeah, thanks for not
Oh,
smelling it. Yeah,
okay.
kinda.
I guess I'm just used to your pheromones. At
Oh,
this
thanks.
I
point.
think it's so
was
strong
used to
because I sprayed it before I came in.
As soon as you were walking in?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, on the way here.
Okay.
So that's probably why.
Do you keep one in your car and then
Yes.
at home?
Yes.
Nice. You got them all over. You're
Yes.
ready to go.
You're
Yeah,
so prepared.
and I do like I only buy like lotion and body spray, and usually I buy
Nice.
like 2 body sprays for lotion because lotion lasts longer than body sprays, and
Yeah.
I need it to even out.
Corey, do you keep a cologne in your car?
I used to before I ran out. I usually keep Versace.
Oh, Mr. Versace.
It's
Bootlegged version.
There's no bootleg about it, baby.
Mia said I'm just sensitive. That's mean, Mia. You're getting the buzzer for that.
I agree 100%, Mia.
If you guys are listening to the show, please comment as we're talking. The greatest thing about our show, of the Big Nick Energy Show, is you can comment for the next 2 hours on our show. So say hi and also where you are listening from. Also, what platform you are listening on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. We want to know all the deets, is what they say on the streets.
Are those the only platforms you can listen to our show on?
No, you can listen live on those 2 that I just mentioned, Corey. But if you missed the show, you can check us out on Spotify. Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio.
Terrible.
I keep thinking it's going to get better, but it doesn't. So, but welcome to the show, guys. Why is my picture lagging? I hate when it does that. Really bothers me. Hello. Okay, whatever. We're rolling with it.
Are you turning around and looking at your own face?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because it's lagging and it's really bothering me. It's not like in sync. Not the band, but in sync.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Big shout out to all of our sponsors here on the show. Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations, who can customize all your favorite things, especially for the holidays, such as tumblers, t-shirts, backpacks, keychains, and so much more. If you need some Christmas ideas, check her out on Facebook at Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations on Facebook. Also, Toledo DJs and ToledoPix.com, your number one stop for all your professional wedding needs, such as DJs, photo booths, photography, and video at ToledoDJs.com. Also, Natalie's Love at First Bite, home of the Big Nick Burger.
Big Nick.
That's right. I got my very own burger on a food truck, and that's the highlight of my year, I think, Corey.
I mean, if you get food named after you, there's really no topping that in a year.
Yeah. Brian, in case you're wondering, Corey had Big Nick in his mouth at one point.
I did.
Andy loved it.
I've also had his burger.
Yeah.
So,
Hey!
yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
The burger
Sometimes you could just tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The burger was significantly larger and more delicious.
okay, but what
That's true.
would you rate that burger?
That's true.
Oh,
was it?
honestly, and I don't bullshit when it comes to like food by chance. Like I'm not gonna
Like
flex
Corey's
you
for
up.
real when it has to do with food.
Yeah.
What's that Big Nick taste like?
The Big Nick burger,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Did I stutter?
Right?
No,
Oh.
10.
See, so before Corey had it, we had we had Natalie's Love at First Bite as a sponsor. So we're like, okay, Corey's going to go along with it and pretend it's amazing before he even tried it, because that's our sponsor of the show. Yeah. They're part of the show. But he came down to camp and actually had it and fell in love with it. It's a great burger.
Yeah.
Natalie's
And-
great.
And if you actually go back and listen to our shows,
Yeah.
I don't actually compliment on her food until I actually tried the
That's
Big
true.
Nick burger.
Yeah.
Like I'd say,
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it. I'm so excited to try it. But after I tried it, I was like,
Amazing.
I'm 100% all in on this.
And I know what you're thinking, Gina. Most food trucks kind of go in hibernation for the winter.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was
I
thinking.
knew. I
It's
could
like
tell
you
by the
were
way you were
inside
looking
of
at me.
my head.
That's weird. I was not
Man,
inside you.
that is
That's
really
weird.
So much space.
so much.
It's so open in here. Hello. Is that a donut over here?
Just pick it up and dust it off.
Still whole.
There's an entire Dunkin' Donuts up in that thing. Are
Stop,
you
Corey.
kidding me?
Anyways, Natalie's Love at First Bite. You can add her on Facebook. Make sure you follow her. She is all over Michigan. So even though it's cold, she's not going into hibernation. You can check her out, get some good food. Also, Jason Hall, part of the Danbury Realtors, part of the Fesh Group. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, check out our good friend Jason over at the Danbury Realtors, part of the Fesh Group, 419-509-3354. Also, big shout out to Seth for our intro. CD's coming. I had to order it from Columbia House, so it's on its way.
It's all good.
For 10
That's
cents?
right.
So
10
I owe you
cents.
10 cents.
But I got 79 other CDs for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard that he was actually
Yeah.
recently nominated for a Grammy.
Yes.
For the Big Nick Energy theme song.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
Congratulations,
Seth.
Seth.
Yes. My
Crazy.
grandmother is going to give you an award.
Yeah.
So
Live on the show.
yeah, Grammy you're on next.
Grammy for your Grammy is what they say on the streets.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how they say it, Gina.
You spent a lot of time on the streets.
A lot this weekend. You will not believe what I heard on the streets.
You know
Where
what?
did you think I came from? Like,
It's,
Yeah.
Surprise!
Brian was asking for
me
change.
up,
I'm like, come on in. We'll give you a sandwich.
he carried me like a little baby kitten and just like tossed me in the back
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
car.
Brian, pull that mic right up to you, buddy.
you know why Nick spends
right
so
up
mu-
on it.
You know why
Gotcha.
Nick spends so much time on the streets?
Why?
Because the sidewalks ain't for everybody.
Oh, we have crickets.
When do we get cricket?
They're actually live in studio on the floor.
You have an infestation.
Oh, those are roaches. Speaking of which. Oh, it's weight loss time, Corey.
Wait,
I know what you're thinking.
No, go back. That
Hold on, what
segue
happened?
was
What'd I miss?
terrible.
What'd I miss?
Speaking of roaches, it's weight loss time.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
what?
Sorry about that.
You know what? Speaking of roaches,
Yeah.
can I say something about
You
roaches
sure can.
real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
If you have a dirty kitchen,
Sure.
you need to clean your kitchen. And the best way to clean your kitchen is to
Oh,
just
yeah. You can get
tear
I
it
missed you.
completely out altogether
Yeah.
and get an entire new kitchen. And you know
Throw
what
the
help you
whole
out with
kitchen
that?
away. Yeah.
Burkett Restaurant Equipment and Supplies. You know what? When you throw out that old stove and replace it with a new one,
Yeah.
the roaches will go with it.
Who'd I call, though, Corey?
You know, you can call anybody, really, but you know who I recommend calling?
I want someone who I can depend on, someone I can trust, the name I can believe in.
Somebody like me?
Yeah.
No.
You know what? I would call Burkett Restaurant Equipment and Supplies.
Like that.
Yes, Burkett Restaurant Equipment and Supplies.
I like
if
that.
you've ever dreamed of owning a restaurant or just like nice shit, call Corey King at
Nice.
Burkett Restaurant Equipment and Supplies.
Also, Pandora Flooring.
Pandora Flooring and
That is
Supplies.
ridiculous.
Are you tired of looking at that hideous shower? Actually, you know what, Brian? I'm just going to go to you.
Yeah.
Do you like your current bathroom setup?
Not at all.
Exactly. No one actually likes their bathroom setup if their bathroom's older than 10 years old. It's time to upgrade and get into the new. It's almost 2025. Upgrade your future. Call Pandora Flooring and Supplies tomorrow. It's a narrow store, but it has a wide selection. And you know what the best part is? It has a sexy staff.
Wow.
Damn, that gets better and better, Corey. As I heard on the
waiting for
streets.
I'm waiting for him to mess up and accidentally say "sexy shaft" sometimes.
Sexy shaft. He was talking about that before the show started.
Destroy
That's
the
how
whole
we
thing.
were.
Yeah. Got weird in here. Oh, it's that time of the week for my weight loss journey. I
go.
started with Sarah over at Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. I started on the semi-glutide shot once a week. I do it right at home. I started a little over 9 weeks ago. I just started week number 10. Start at 344. My weight currently
Why are you purring?
301.5.
Wow.
301.5. I am 1.6 pounds away from my goal, which I planned on hitting by New Year's. So I will be a little bit over about 7 weeks premature.
That is...
Wouldn't be the first time someone said I
No,
was
I
premature.
mean, Danielle tells us all the time about how premature you are.
Thank you.
so-
Thank you.
I have literally
Seven-
never had a
7
conversation
weeks is-
with Danielle about anything that has to do with you and prematurity.
Oh.
Never. We will never have that conversation.
Oh. Wow.
She told me he was a premature baby.
Yeah, I was a premature baby. I was
Oh,
little. I had
okay.
little legs.
What are you talking about? Why would you not talk about that? This is
Speaking of
pretty
baby,
important.
Corey's also holding on to his baby weight. Yes.
Oh, actually, yes. I am holding on to my baby weight, but it's not on me any longer because I have actually lost.
What happened? You walked in. I kind of didn't notice you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost as thin as a pole. I've lost.
Ew.
So October 28th, I
Yeah.
started a diet, and as of today, I am down officially 17 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I don't believe him.
Stand up. You can kind of see it. You can see it, actually. Look at him.
Just because he's wearing clothes that are too big for him
Look
does
at his
not mean
hips.
he lost
Look
weight.
at his hips.
He just
These
went out and
clothes were
bought
too
bigger
tight
clothes.
like a month ago.
He just went out and bought bigger clothes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
That
he
is
didn't.
not
He
the
isn't
case.
losing.
Actually,
weight.
that is a blouse. Actually,
That
what are you
is-
wearing?
It is.
What
It's
that?
a very grandmotherly blouse.
Right.
isn't
What are
it?
you going to a book?
Do you
fair?
have a
What are you doing?
butterscotch in that pocket?
Okay.
Stop.
That's his nipple.
Does anyone have any style in this room? Oh, wait, that's right. That's me.
Brian.
Brian, what do you think of this shirt? Full disclosure.
It's giving a little Oma wallpaper, but I do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It looks
You
like
know what?
wallpaper, like you stole it.
Yes, it's from Grandma's bathroom.
Yeah, but it's like good
Gina, smell him.
memories.
Smell him. Get up
No.
on.
Do
Get
not-
right up on his neck and
do-
smell him.
Do not smell me right now.
I feel like it smells like
Why?
mothballs.
Like grandma's
I actually
bathroom,
feel I
too.
need to apologize to her for hugging her a couple weeks ago because I realized I did not have on good deodorant at that time.
How do you
he's
not
also
have-
he's very damp. He's a
Yeah.
damp person. I don't.
crazy.
No, stop touching me.
Your neck is damp.
He
and your
literally
fingers are
refused my
freezing.
hand.
Get your finger.
because he was
I
too
dare you to
damp.
fish hook her
Literally.
If you put your finger in my mouth, I will bite it off.
Again?
No.
Really? right?
Again.
I will
kinda
bite
into
it
that.
off.
Corey, keep your hands to yourself.
Quit. I'm not going to be here next week. I quit.
I know, because you're having the surgery next week, aren't
No,
you?
that's December.
Brian, in case you're wondering, she has a comobility.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brian,
Which,
you
if
have
you
to
didn't
ignore
know,
them.
that is not a court case.
Yeah, that's not a court case yet.
What? What is happening?
I don't know, I
didn't
had
have
too
any
much
coffee
yogurt today to drink.
I didn't have any coffee on my way in today.
Anyways, I'm 33 and a half pounds down in a little over 9 weeks.
That's
awesome,
awesome.
man.
So if you guys want to start your weight loss journey, hit up Sarah. She's a good friend of the show. Tell her the Big Nick Energy Show sent you. She's going to save you $50, Corey.
$50.
All you got to do is mention us and say, hey, I want to be like Nick. $50 off.
Can I just say I listen to the Big Nick Energy Show podcast, and I don't necessarily want to be like Nick?
Then you won't be awesome.
I'll
Just saying.
I'll take
He
my
claps
chances.
for himself.
Sarah over at Renew You Med Spa. She's on our Facebook page. Make sure you follow her, like her. If you got some questions, send her a message. She'll be more than happy to talk to you and let you know the different options she has. We got a special caller on the line. Guess who we got, Corey?
I know it's not Crystal from the street.
Guess who we got? In honor of Veterans Day, we have Mr. Alex Alonso on the phone. Alex,
Yay!
welcome to the show, buddy.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Thank you for
Welcome.
your
Welcome to the show.
service.
I was talking to Alex before the show, and he kind of had an idea for the show, and I figured we would start off with him. Also, he is a veteran, so Alex, we appreciate your services and the sacrifices you have made for our country. We really do appreciate all of our veterans, people who have served, who are still serving. We appreciate all of you from the bottom of the show's heart. I know we kid, but we're absolutely
But that's serious.
yeah. We really appreciate everything you do. And so thank
reason
you,
why-
Alex. Thank you so much.
The reason we're safe is because of people like you, and I'm very grateful to be safe in a country where I can be safe.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, I appreciate it.
Mia said 33. I thought you said 43 pounds. I'm sorry, 43 pounds. I'm down.
I really did think the math was off, but I didn't call you out
Yeah,
because I wasn't
yeah.
sure. I was like,
Usually
33 pounds.
everything's
Okay.
off.
All right.
So 43 pounds. I'm down.
I thought 43 and 33 were the same number, pretty much. So no,
Because he
felt
can't
that.
count.
No.
Yeah, he can't count.
I like fifth grade so much I did it twice.
that was her name. So, Alex, what'd you have for us? What was your little game you wanted to play?
All right, so I basically wanted to switch it up and kind of veer off from some of the questions, some of the basic questions that we usually do
Okay.
on the show. And I wanted to do a trivia game to make it a little interesting.
We love
First, I
trivia
wanna-
games, especially Gina, because she knows about it on the
Yeah.
streets.
This is not fair. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I don't do good under pressure.
All right, first I want to say, Corey, nice shirt.
Alex, don't do it.
Finally, someone with some a good eye for fashion.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys a brief description of the game just
Okay.
to kind of get you guys used to the kind of the rhythm of it, and
Okay.
then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, so the game is called What Am I? In this game, I'll give you a series of clues, one at a time, that describe a person, place, or thing, and your goal is to guess what I'm describing as quickly as possible, and the clues will start out very vague.
Okay. So
As an example, it would be like, I'm round and I have layers.
Corey.
Gina.
Corey.
Definitely Gina.
Stop it.
SS Gina.
Stop it.
That's an onion.
I make people cry.
Onion.
Gina.
Yeah.
Again,
Brian,
Gina.
Brian, Brian said it right away.
Brian said onion already. Was that onion?
So you
Shrek.
get the gist. You guys got some competition over there with Brian.
Yeah.
Damn,
I
first
don't just
clue.
have looks.
Both of these,
Jesus.
both of those things could apply to Gina.
Stop, Corey.
She's got a lot of layers. She's round, and she makes
But
you
she
cry.
smells
No, it's
so good today.
But
I
it's
didn't-
true. But all of that's true.
I love
But it's
that.
mean.
It's not mean if it's accurate and true.
It's either
You're calling her a vegetable.
no. See,
Don't
here's-
dare call me a
Nick,
vegetable ever in your
Nick.
life.
I'm calling
Yes,
her
Gina.
a layered, round
vegetable.
thing that can make you cry.
At least call me a pita bread.
Period.
So here's the thing,
Go ahead,
Nick.
Gina.
Why
Yes.
this is why it's almost impossible to upset me and
Yeah.
why he tries so hard, because either it's true and how can I be mad, or it's not true and why would I be mad?
It's true. Either
So-
way, so I guess why be mad?
Yeah. So we don't get mad, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get all sad because Corey says stupid things. He
I
says
love that
stupid things
mindset.
all the time.
But Gina, I just feel like I want to defend you.
No.
I want to defend your honor.
Okay,
Because I respect you.
And
as a
I'm going to
person.
be fair and be honest with you, Nick,
Yeah.
because I don't tell everybody this. In fact, usually I'm saying the opposite, but right now I will be 100% honest. you guys don't hear a lot of the things I say. So like Corey's very public with his jokes, and like I'm like texting him stuff that is like, you think his stuff is mean? I'm going for jugular.
Oh, so like for instance, you're telling Corey you're going to save money on Father's Day.
I mean, what?
I don't know.
I didn't get it.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. What?
I can't even
Dad's not
understand.
around. Like my dad's not around.
Oh, because
forget it.
No.
Forget it.
Oh, dad jokes are fun.
Gotcha.
Forget it.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Back to the
No, I'm just gonna start crying.
Wow.
Not really. I didn't.
But no, I do. I go for the jugular. I am very, very vicious, and I can hold my own. But I will pretend. See, I'm glad like, nobody's gonna go back and listen to this show in a few weeks.
Hey.
I mean, in a few weeks, they're gonna be done listening to it, right?
No, I re-listen.
Well, anyways, so yes, I am very, very mean to Corey W. King. He is not this mean-spirited guy who's always cracking on me. Just a disclaimer.
All right.
I appreciate that disclaimer. In fact, my therapist would also agree.
All right. Alex, what do you got? Let's start the game.
All right.
We're gonna start off with the first one. All right, number one, the first clue. I am a complex network of roads, but I'm not a physical structure.
Ooh.
Oh,
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it nerves?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
is it the internet?
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, Corey got it. Good job, Corey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Alex didn't think we had that smart of people on the show.
I'm not just a guy with an ugly shirt, apparently, am I?
You are, but
I guess it might be the shirt.
it's good luck. All right, Al. What's the next one?
We'll go to a little bit harder one.
Okay.
For you old folks.
Let's do it.
All right, first clue. I was widely used before email and instant messaging became popular.
Say it again. You were widely used.
I was widely used before email and instant messaging became popular.
Grandma.
The post office?
Nope.
Fax.
The Pony Express.
You say fax machine?
Fax machine.
That is. Did you say fax, or were you just saying fax? Like
No, I said fax, like the fax, like you get a
you were
fax.
saying, like
gotcha.
FAX. Fax.
No, I don't know the lingo, like the kids' lingo for to say like fax.
FAX or FACTS?
Yeah.
Fax, like fax machine. FAX.
Okay.
The
All right.
fax. It's the fax machine.
Nice. I got 1 point. I'm on the board. All right, Alex. Next one.
All right, next one. I am a chemical element that is essential for life.
Oxygen.
Though too much of me can be harmful.
Ooh, too much of
Nitrogen?
Corey.
Oxygen.
No.
Oh, central to life.
Too much.
Carbon?
I think the too much will.
I'm just listing off elements now.
What do you got, Brian? You got to guess on this one?
Right.
Element
Tungsten.
that is
Oh, wait.
essential for life.
Tungsten.
Too
Tungsten.
much of
No
me
idea.
Can be harmful.
I'm thinking sodium, like salt.
No.
I think that's true, though.
Yeah,
they're,
that does
all
fit.
true, but it's just.
Say it one more time, Al.
I am a chemical element that is essential for life, though too much of me can be harmful.
A
In
chemical.
high concentrations, I can be harmful to humans.
I mean, that describes so many things.
But we need it. We need it. It's essential for us, but too much of it can hurt us.
Is it carbon
Blood?
carbon dioxide?
No.
Getting more
All right,
cl-
you guys want-
Is
you
it
need a
water?
next clue?
Is it H2O?
Need another clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go next clue, Al.
All right. I am also used in many industrial applications.
Iron.
Oh.
No.
Are we sure it's not carbon?
Is it carbon?
No.
Someone pull
So
up
it's
the
used in
periodic
industrial
table.
settings. We need it, but too much of it can be harmful.
Can I use Ask Jeeves?
What?
I don't know what that means.
Can I look it up on Ask Jeeves?
No.
No, you don't
Oh, it's
cheat.
cheating.
You just ask, can you cheat? Get out of here. It's your-
Cheat on women, can't cheat on games. Corey,
Okay,
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
I know the rules.
Next, do we get another hint? Because this one's hard.
I can give you another one.
Okay, one more.
I am often used for cleaning and disinfecting.
Chlorine?
Yes.
Wait, how do we use chlorine though? Like how do?
Chlorine's essential to live?
Kill bacteria and keep water clean. Found in swimming pools. Be found in salt.
Oh, so we don't need it personally to keep us alive, but we do use it part of our everyday for sanitation purposes.
All of our answers were also correct, just to be clear.
I mean, technically right. Like a lot of them were technically right.
Too much of any element can kill you.
Like water, some simple water. You can drown from drinking too much.
You can drown in a cup of water.
I don't fit. I don't fit. I'm gonna live life on the edge right now, though. Ready?
Ooh. Hydrate.
I'm back.
Hydrate.
I'm back.
Hydrate.
I'm back.
You made it.
That was so scary.
All right, Alex. One more. Let's do one more.
Okay. I am a public area often found in cities.
A park?
Park?
Remember, these start off very vague.
Mm-hmm.
I am a public area often found in cities.
Library?
No.
Public area, typically found in cities.
I'm thinking parks, libraries, and bus stations are pretty much the only public areas. Because a lot of everything else is just private.
All right, Al. Next tip.
I have many stores, cafes, restaurants, and even theaters.
Is it a mall?
No.
No.
It's like Town Square.
That's good. That's good.
And is it like a shopping center?
Yeah.
It is shopping center?
Shopping center?
Yeah, the answer is Plaza.
Plaza.
Oh.
That's what I was actually thinking that.
Good job, Corey.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang.
All right, Al. Thanks for the game. We appreciate it. Thanks for listening to all of our shows.
Thanks for confusing me.
Yeah, we're all confused now, and that doesn't take much.
I felt smarter at the beginning of the show, and that I wasn't even smarter.
And you're still not.
I'm all the way dumb now. All the way.
That's from sitting next to Corey, Gina.
Took me out.
She's out. She's done.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Al. Love you. Happy Veterans Day. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Alex.
Later. That was cool. Something a little different. We don't have Crystal this week because she wanted to make money.
Yeah.
She thought we were off on Veterans Day.
She's like, I didn't know we worked on holidays. I'm
Right.
just like, look,
you know you call in, right?
we will give you triple time to work on a holiday.
You work remote.
Right. We're remote. Like we're a bank. That's so funny. So yeah, we got Brian.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. We did your intro already, but I met Brian this weekend. We're at the Sandusky Cedar Point Convention Center at the Christmas Expo, and I ran into Brian because he was painting pictures of people.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh my God, I want to get that done. Guys, check this out.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's actually
Isn't
really
that
good.
great?
That's really good.
You think something like this, the detail would take over an hour. It was like 15 minutes.
Really?
And Brian drew this of me.
That is
That's
really
really good.
good.
And while he's drawing me, we had conversation.
Yep.
We're all watching like intensely.
Yeah, I know. Nick's putting the
shatters.
picture back. I'm just waiting for it to break.
And our conversation was so cool. Like, he was so personal, so down to earth. I just love the conversation. So when I was done, I'm like, hey, I have a podcast. I would love for you to be a part of it. And it worked out today where we got him in studio. So welcome to the show.
I'm so glad to be here.
Part of owns IB Airbrushing
Yep.
Entertainment LLC. Tell us a little bit about what you do besides the awesome painting behind me.
Yeah. So I'm I call myself like a traveling artist, but my main what's it called? My main art platform I do is caricatures. I'm also predominantly an airbrush artist, so I do airbrush hats, t-shirts, fanny packs. I also started doing some airbrush tattoos. For
Ooh,
parties,
that's
which has
cool.
been very fun, very different, but caricatures is kind of new for me personally.
So you just started this part of it.
Yep.
Oh wow.
You did so great. I absolutely love it.
So my only real
I love it.
knowledge of the airbrush world is like car shows when there's like Madonnas on the front of car hoods.
Yeah.
Could you paint me on the front of a car
Oh,
hood?
why?
Can you
would he
paint
do
Gina?
that?
Done.
Can you paint
First
Gina
of all,
on
it
the
has
hood
to
of
be
Corey's car?
He needs a semi if they're painting. If
That's me, Gina. How am I going to stand up for you against you?
Exactly. He's going to need a whole semi for that. So let's just
Actually,
stop there.
I'd love to have Gina paint it on my car, but I want it like dented in first.
Corey!
Yes.
Sitting on it. How awesome!
Stop
would
it.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so cool.
Jesus, what is wrong with you?
I mean, that would be funny.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you would not laugh. At
I would be like, that is mean, but that's also pretty damn
That would
dope.
be, I would be laughing.
Or like one did on one side, I'm on the other side with the other did. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. And then it could be like the Big Nick Energy car, like the official car.
So, what is it? Character? Characters?
Caricature.
Caricature.
Yep.
He doesn't say words.
Caricature.
He makes words up.
I make them
That's
up in my
all right.
head. Airbrushing and so much more. What is...
When did you realize that you could actually do this?
Honestly, I just kind of like go with it. I don't really put too much thought of what I do, but I've always been like that kid that draws in school, essentially. I was always a doodler, for lack of better terms. And then one time, Cedar Point visited my school, and they were looking for artists.
Oh, cool.
and
Really?
I like rushed back to my classroom to get my sketchbook because I didn't expect that at like a job fair
Right.
expo thing that they were having. And I was like, yeah, I draw. And it's like crappy little anime drawings and whatnot.
Aw.
This was in like, sophomore year. And they're like, yeah, you're good. And they hired me as an airbrush artist.
That's so cool.
I've done
When
that
you were
awesome.
hired, did they do any additional trainings or coachings or anything? Or
Oh.
was it like, all right, have at it to the wolves?
A little bit of both. You do like training, and they teach you how to like hold the airbrush gun and different designs, how to go about it. And
Because there's a little bit more to it when you're airbrushing because
Oh,
it's,
definitely.
the spray, the pressure, so much more compared to this. You were just using a marker and crayons, right?
yeah, good old Crayola.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool.
Like the 99-cent pack that you can get at like Meijer?
Yeah, pretty much.
I have 2 questions for you.
yeah,
First of all, do you have ADHD?
of course.
Okay. That was okay. So there's a thing, artists and doodlers, people that doodle while they're in school,
Yeah.
that typically is an ADHD thing. So
Really?
yes, ADHD recognizes ADHD.
Really?
Real
Yeah,
recognizes real.
I think we find each other's vibes. We
that's-
can feel each other out through vibrations.
You almost can
in the
sense
air.
others.
Yeah. And the second question is, with creativity, there's often a lot of mental illness. Yes.
Jesus.
Right?
Does HIPAA not exist?
Damn.
Oh, man.
You said you're creative, you're mentally ill,
Yeah.
you're gay.
Wait, you're gay? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so but because also mentally ill.
We know that.
I detected the vibrations.
Yeah.
I
Is that right, though?
I
Brian, is
felt
that
this-
right?
I
Yeah.
felt this person
Really?
is a kindred spirit.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of cool that you can sense
Okay.
that.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely.
Wow, if only your canine senses sensed anything good. Like,
That's
solving crimes or
I
something.
I do sense good just because I said that there was mental illness and
No,
ADHD
I'm not.
doesn't
I'm
mean
not
there's
saying that
anything
that's bad.
bad.
I'm just saying like useful.
Yes, like as useful as your wallpaper shirt.
Okay, my shirt is a nice shirt. This is actually my stage shirt. That
It's also
I wear
your
on, like,
grandmother's
my-
shirt.
It is not my grandmother's
That
shirt.
she was buried in.
You know what it looks like? It looks like he was wearing it looks like green screen gone wrong. Like he was wearing a green shirt.
Like, is that a blouse? It looks like a blouse, doesn't it? Oh, look at the buttons are on the other side. That's
we-
a blouse.
All right, so wait, Brian shows up looking like Steve from Blue's Clues reimagined.
I love
I
it.
like that top.
And yet, I'm the one that's getting all the shit today.
Yeah.
Gina's
Brian's an
lit-
artist.
Gina's.
I'm supposed to dress funky.
I'm wearing yoga
Yeah.
stuff with a fuzzy sweater.
Yeah.
And I do this because I don't yoga often.
no.
I do yoga. I yoga more than you do.
I agree. You definitely
and my fuzzy sweater is look.
And I'm not wearing boxers.
You're free balling over there,
I'm not wearing anything from the waist down right now.
Corey. Stop
Sorry about
looking.
that.
Okay. I thought you-
Corey, stop touching my leg.
gosh.
Sorry about that.
I wasn't expecting to see
I
like.
thought we were all just doing a.
Buck naked Monday.
Sorry about that.
This is for our troops.
Weird.
Veterans Day.
Yes.
Happy Veterans Day.
They're probably not wearing anything from the waist down either. So it's fine.
This is for you, Marines.
Mia in the
Hoorah.
chat said, Corey, what's up with the shirt?
You know what, Mia? I want to say so many things right now, but I'm going to be very respectful.
Just calm.
I will
Papa.
never, ever wear this shirt
Papa.
again
Stop it,
on
Gina.
the show.
He's not Papa.
Aw, Papa, look at you.
Oh, so many highs in the page, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for participating. Thanks for commenting on the show. We love all the highs. We really appreciate it. So, Brian, what is your favorite part? So there's airbrushing, there's characters,
Caricatures.
and
He's
what's
gonna
your
say
favorite? What's your
charcuterie
favorite?
next, by the way. Yeah.
I say
Charcuteries.
charcuterie.
Charcuteries.
Yes.
Charcuterie boards.
Going and answering your question, I kind of like both of them. If I do one medium way too often, if it's just back-to-back caricatures, I'm
Yeah.
like,
You kind of get burned a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
you know, because there is some like similar stuff, you know. It's different enough to like keep you entertained for a couple days, and then once it gets repetitive, I'm like, I hate caricatures. You know?
What blew my mind is we kept talking for a good, 20, 25 minutes, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that talented to kind of do two things at once like that. Like if I'm focusing, like don't talk to me. But you're just having a full-fledged conversation.
That is
Yeah.
definitely an ADHD.
I can't do that.
It's an ADHD superpower.
I can't do that.
Definitely an ADHD superpower.
See, I can
sure.
do like 10 things at once, but
Yeah.
I can't like do them well.
So one thing I can tell you, like the psychology behind it, a little bit, like not like official psychology, but for me, I bounce ADHD. I need to be busy, like, and so if I can draw, I can quiet my body so that my mind can focus on other things.
So you need like a fidget. It's like your fidget.
Yeah. So drawing can be a fidget. So then drawing things around you and letting it allows you to focus on what you're hearing and
Yeah.
the conversation you're having, and the drawing is second nature.
Wow.
What bothers me about
Is that the same for you?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
That's so crazy. Gina's psychic for her peoples.
Psycho.
she just-
Psycho.
Oh, psycho. My bad.
It
after
very-
last week, we know she is.
Gina, hey.
Really?
What I don't remember what happened.
No,
Remember the dating story?
The dating story.
From-
It was a couple weeks ago.
That was
It's-
crazy.
okay, I'm a lunatic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What's messed up about
I'm just a
ADHD
girl,
is
like-
that I know I have ADHD, and I tried to get like help with my ADHD, and my doctor refused to like put me on anything or even suggest anything valuable.
Can you sense anything about Corey, Gina, with your psychic abilities for DHTs?
I think that he has. He's like got the spirit of an 84-year-old.
And the heart.
And the feeling of it.
and the wardrobe.
Yeah,
love it.
I was on your side, Brian.
Mrs.
bad.
We
Rogers.
had a
This is right
connection
there.
before the show. We
Mrs.
were
Rogers
homeboys.
over here.
I do have a connection with Corey though, because his creativity is not drawing; it is comedy, and
I
he's-
seen a show and I disagree.
He's a similar.
You have not seen my show.
I have.
Have you-
On YouTube.
My
Under
show's not
comedy
on YouTube.
fails.
Nice try.
I have seen him actually quite a few times, and I will say that he makes, even when I saw him for the second time, like watching his show and then seeing a second time same set, I'll still laugh.
Still funny.
And like even now, like every once in a while, I'll think about a joke, and or my kids will say something like, "Oh, like Corey singing."
Al Green's "Let's Stay Together."
No, that
Or-
one too. That one makes me laugh harder than them because I get it more. But it's the Miley Cyrus. Oh, Party in the USA.
Party in the USA, yeah.
So like they still talk about that kind of.
That
thing.
was
He's
your
pretty
jam,
good.
wasn't
So
it?
sweet.
That was your jam
I
for a
still
while.
love that jam. What are you talking about?
Ew, Brian just said it was something I said to you was sweet, so now I have to say something.
Take it back,
You're
Gina.
so
Say something, Gina.
Fat, gross, and damp. Get away
Oh,
from
you
me.
can do
damn bread.
Time out.
Get away from me, big back.
You do so much better than just
Get your back boobs away
Back
from
boob.
me.
That's gone now. He recovered.
My back boobs are
Feel
17
his back,
pounds
Gina.
down.
They're A cups.
That's his butt.
Wow.
No,
That's
they're
weird.
right here. I got them. They're just saggier now.
I was feeling good about myself until Gina touched me.
Oh,
But you want to come feel his saggy back boobs?
I don't know. If you're asking me, no, because that's what
Are
I
you
do in
wearing
the
a
streets.
bra?
You
have a
guys
crease?
do nothing for my self-esteem.
It's
like I don't know why.
See,
I come
Brian,
into this torture.
if you have self-esteem problems, we will make it worse. on
I'm
the
over
show.
here lifting his side boob like it's a
Stop,
fidget.
Gina.
What's messed up is I can't even lift her front boob because she ain't got none.
Hey,
I got big
Corey.
front boobs.
I couldn't tell. I mean,
apologize to
they're
Gina.
down by her knees.
That's me.
No, this is a good bra. See that you can't like they can see. They know my boobs are not by
Oh, welcome to the
They know
show.
me. They know my boobs.
Right, they know my boob. They know
Brian,
me.
cool thing we were talking over the weekend, and I said, like, what kind of events do you do, things like that?
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that, like, I'm in the wedding industry,
Yeah.
and I think that would be so cool.
Oh, like the live drawing.
yeah, he does that.
Oh, you
He'll come to your
do?
wedding
That's
and sit in the corner and just draw your guests.
How much would you charge to do a wedding?
It really depends on how many people are going to be there. Usually I offer black and white, and that includes like a little protective sleeve. I love weddings because I'm always in there during cocktail hour. Everyone's looking good. Everyone's feeling good.
Feeling
Right,
fresh.
right.
And like it's such a fun environment, and half the time they also like feed me, and I'm
Oh,
like,
definitely.
What do you mean half the time? I think it should be 100%.
Yeah, you should
not-
always be offered food.
not often. I have to
Put
like
it
give
in your
them like
contract.
Yeah,
Be like
nice.
I get fed and I get drinks, I get fed. I get
Yeah.
put all that in your contract.
Best part about this drawing
I can't
that Brian
tell
did of me.
Which one's the real Nick?
Exactly. Which one's the real me?
Can't even
Ready?
tell.
I think you look pretty.
Thank you. Thank you, Gina.
I do think the drawing.
How
is cuter.
much do you think something of this magnitude would cost?
Probably at least 50.
At least.
50.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least. I was thinking like 90, $100, something like that. I'd pay for that.
Yeah.
Something draw you? Come on. $20.
$20.
$20.
That's not bad at all.
Looks just like me. It's a twin. Looks like a cross between Usher and Jesus. You know what I mean?
What? Neither of those things are. What are you talking about?
Usher and Jesus. It's like a cross, a mix.
A miracle maker.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know who Usher or Jesus? Do you know what they look like?
Yeah.
Have you seen them before?
Yeah, long hair, Jesus, and then
People
Usher.
are pretty lenient on the look of
Okay.
Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like.
I can view
Which
Jesus how I want to.
are
Thank
we,
you.
Are we talking about real Jesus?
You know
or
he was a real
Caucasian
person. Like
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a real person.
This took a turn
that
for the
people
worst.
know what he actually looks like.
Easy.
But
Yeah,
none of
$20.
Yeah, that is
$20.
amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. I really
that's really
appreciate
good.
it.
I
Appreciate it.
definitely would pay $20, and then I'd tip because
Yeah.
for
With
sure.
some food?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So food is your love language as well. You guys, I just found my spirit person.
Brian,
Brian
you're,
is my spirit person.
Food tried to kill me and Corey, so we
Yeah.
aborted.
yeah. I've ordered a lot of things in my life. but
Hey,
food specific.
that was the Plan B pill.
Not you specifically.
Luckily, your kids made it through.
Yeah, not luckily for me, but yeah, lucky for them bastards.
Stop it. Stop, Corey. Yeah, we were
this
talking
is
for a
awkward.
good 20, 25 minutes, and I just realized I'm sitting next to just an amazing human being. So I said, hey, I would love to have you on the show sometime. Just because once in a while you run into someone who just changes your perspective on life and on human beings. And Brian really did that for me. So I'm like, I got to have him on the show sometime just because such a great person. And I love being around great people.
That's so sweet.
So-
Thank you.
Appreciate you. You're just so kind. And
I need to know
the
what
fact
the
that
social media page is so that I can go like it right now.
Yeah, on pretty much every platform, X or dead naming Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it's all I be airbrushing. Because I do be airbrushing.
if
Is
you look
it
at our Facebook
like
page,
BE or IB?
IBE airbrushing.
Okay.
and I tagged you on I believe our show page as well. So if you want to
I found you.
make sure you go to their Facebook page right now, hit the follow tab, like tab, and just follow, see what they're up to. And maybe, might be close to where you're at for a convention or anything and get a picture drawn.
Yeah, I was thinking about possibly like a school because I'm a teacher, and I'm
really?
thinking like an incentive for the kids, a school that teaches kids that are on the spectrum and who have ADHD. So I think this would be an excellent thing.
That's
At
cool.
least maybe come talk to them about, because a lot of them are artists.
Yeah.
So I think that would be cool to come talk to the kiddos.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to do me and Gina's wedding.
That'd be great.
It's a different Gina.
Definitely
It's a different Gina. Just to clarify,
I got
different
game
Gina.
and taste. So
Stop.
definitely different Gina.
I don't.
That's really mean.
I am okay with him not choosing me.
Yeah.
Let's not be like, oh, poor Gina. No, not poor Gina. I do
It's
not
actually
need,
a compliment that he doesn't
Yes.
want you.
Settling.
Okay.
I do not need, nor do I want. I got a whole fine ass man at home.
You know what?
Bicker
No,
like your
I
middle
will be
school
the
sweethearts, though.
I will be the first person to admit that like Gina's man is a good looking man.
Yeah?
He's
like,
smoking hot.
You got a
really-
picture of him? Because I can't. I don't know what to envision.
Share with the class.
He's not. He's not super photogenic though.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, like you got to meet him in person.
Don't you got
but,
like
he's
you
got
don't
like
have like a
s-
camera in your bathroom or something?
He's got like a swagger to him, and like he doesn't talk much because Gina does most of the talking. Let's be honest.
That's why we
so
work.
He's that like
I felt
quiet, that quiet
in the corner. You're like wondering about him.
He's like the
why-
dark,
what's-
mysterious
yeah,
type.
the quiet,
I like
like
that.
dark, mysterious.
I like that one.
stoic type, and
That's
yeah.
hot.
He's dope.
That's
though.
hot.
He's dope. He's dope.
Mysterious guy in the corner, not talking much.
I don't know. That's not
This
even-
Saturday.
That's like, no.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
Bring him up, Gina.
Do you got his old rap headshot?
No, let me go to
Bring up his OnlyFans. Let's take a
and
look.
he can rap too, which is extra hot. It like makes it like he sounds like
Jazzy.
like he's a he's from New York.
Jay-Z.
So he's got
Oh,
that
does he
New
have a
York
little
swag.
accent?
Yeah. It's extra hot.
Look him up on YouTube, Corey. See if we can find some raps.
I love a good accent.
I don't think he is. Oh, here, this is a picture of him and his mom. This is a good one. All right. This is him.
I would have never. I would have never.
That's my sexy.
Like I've never
man.
seen him. He's a good-looking dude.
Let's
He
see.
is good looking, and then I can't do it. Yeah, he is. He's smoking
Oh, yeah.
hot, and he is.
What are some nicknames you give him at home?
I just he's babe.
What about daddy?
Babe.
No, I think that's weird, and that's super creepy.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it right.
He's my
Period.
kids. My kids call him daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta say it differently though.
No, it's weird. I think that whole thing is
Tell you
weird.
Watch
what,
Corey.
tell you-
Corey, do an example.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
No, it's weird.
Hear him out. Hear him out.
Next time that you guys are about to get in the mood and stuff
No.
like that, you turn off all the lights, right?
Yeah.
And you just look him in the eyes and
Hold on,
go,
let's turn the lights on. Hold on.
Papa?
Sorry, Papa.
How dope would that be?
God.
No,
I'll lose it.
I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
There's a Smurf under my bed.
But
I'm just
he's
saying.
been okay.
You
So
got to do the Peppa Pig impression, you know?
so he knows this story, so I can share it. So like when we first started dating, we weren't super serious. Like he wasn't super serious about me. We were just kind of dating, and I was dating other people. And like I didn't want to screw up names, so I literally called everybody babe.
You know what, Gina? Same thing.
So it just stuck, and he obviously
You never mess up someone's name. Hey, babe.
Yeah, 22 years later, obviously he's the one that won. But he's, or maybe not. If Corey's telling the story, then he would say Dub's lost. But either way,
No, I mean, I think you guys are a great guy.
22 years later, he's still babe.
He's definitely one. You are a great woman.
He calls me my love.
Oh,
That's what he calls
that's
me.
sweet.
I know, it's so cute.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah, he's like fully subscribed to Happy Wife, Happy Life.
damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good guy. You love him?
He's awesome.
That's great.
Well, what do you guys like call your partner?
I call her babe or get me a sandwich or
and she calls him asshole.
yeah.
she calls
It's normally
the
babe.
lawyer.
It's both for both of us. Babe for both of us.
Gotcha.
Hey, babe. Morning, babe.
I call my version of Gina, and she calls me Corey. Because,
Really?
Yeah.
You don't
because-
I'd be
pet
freaked out if
names?
she was like, "Hey, Nick" or Nicholas. I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking to?"
So here's but I did used to date a girl. We did the whole pet name thing.
Yeah.
True story. She was hearing impaired, and
Corey.
I'm dead serious. I
Corey.
used to call her my little.
I'm leaving.
I used to,
Corey.
oh my god! I used to call her my little soundbite. It was a cute little thing, and she used to call me Corey.
Stop.
I'll take those crickets. She'll never hear them.
Brian, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Welcome to the politically incorrect version.
Oh my, that's horrible. You're going to hell for that and the shirt.
It wouldn't be the first time I've been there.
Definitely the shirt.
Definitely
the
shirt.
shirt tops the joke.
Yeah.
I will say,
I was gonna forgive you for the comment, but that blouse, you're staying here, bud.
you know,
What up, Bentley?
He wore burlap one time also.
I try
So
to put
itchy.
forth
A
effort.
sack.
yeah, like
We
it
now
was-
have scabies.
Yeah. What?
Because Gina shared a picture of Dubs.
Yeah.
I was actually driving through Gina's neighborhood recently.
Yeah.
And I did come across. I didn't know that you were on a mural out there.
It does.
Aw,
no,
what
it,
is it?
it really
It
does
is-
look
can you
like
see-
me.
can
It
you guys
really
see this in
does.
the camera?
That kind of does.
I know. We've had that.
Or
joke
Amy
for a
from
long
1,000
time.
Pound Sisters.
It's-
Stop.
No, so this is right around the corner from my house. This mural, and it
that a-
really
is that Green
does
Lantern?
look- It's a fat girl with brown hair and glasses. Like it
That's like 90%
Gina.
to leave.
Right, but
I
I
don't
mean-
think of you when I think of that.
when I see it, I see myself too. So I can't even like. I'm not mad. I knew so much that as soon as he said there's this mural, I knew exactly
Yeah.
what he was talking about. She's got the green glasses.
Bring up your girl, Corey. Bring up your girl. Let's see a picture of her. For people who don't know, we always talk about them.
I mean, she's my screensaver. This is her
Love
with like, no
that.
makeup on her.
A little
anything.
hat
Can you guys see her?
She's cute.
She's
Yeah.
very cute. She is very cute, and not. She's not just cute though. She's also awesome.
I love that.
She's a lot of fun.
I love that.
I really like her. I liked her from the first day I met her.
And then we have a picture of Danielle.
Stop.
First off, Fiona can get
I'm-
it, so you better
that's-
back
I
your.
hope-
wrong picture.
If Danielle and I ever catch the gay, I'm taking Danielle from you because you don't treat her right.
I love her. And I actually had a nice weekend that we spent together. I helped her on her event all weekend. I went with her to help her with her expo. And
Oh, I gotta.
it was so fun. It was
this
so
is,
fun.
This
It's my
is a little
beautiful
off
wife.
topic, but
Yeah.
I have to say this now because I'll forget.
Okay.
I want to talk to her because I want her to make me some tumblers. So I need
Nice.
to talk to her about
She can do that for you.
for Christmas.
And if you mention the Big Nick Energy Show, she will throw in a free koozie
Okay.
She's throwing in coochie.
with the Big Nick Energy Show logo on it.
Corey just placing
A
an
koozie.
order right now.
It's a koozie,
I will
Corey.
buy a pallet.
No, a koozie.
You heard it here
Not a
first.
cooch.
You
If
heard
you
it.
order a cup and get Danielle to engrave it, she will throw
Brian,
in
we
coochie.
get derailed so easy here.
That's all right.
Sorry about
I
that.
wanna show off my partner.
Yes.
I
Let's see.
absolutely
Let's
love
see.
him.
Let's see them.
That is my partner. Biggest
Wait,
nose
which-
ever.
Oh, it went down.
dark, but which one? Is it the one on the right or the left?
Both.
Yeah.
Just
Aw,
We're
you
actually
guys- and
poly.
you guys have a cat?
like, yeah.
What's his name?
The boyfriend or
Yeah,
the cat?
both.
Who's more? Okay. I call him pet name. Liebling.
Liebling?
Yep. It's,
Where
Where did that come
I
from?
love that.
So that's what my parents called each other. My parents are German. So
Oh.
Liebling?
Yep. So Liebling is like favorite.
Oh,
He's
that's
my
cool.
favorite.
Aw,
Like
that
he's
is
my
cute.
overall favorite.
that is really sweet.
And then the orange cat, his name is Bubbers.
Okay.
Bubbers?
Nice.
He's just a bub.
Yeah, I had a Bubba. My Bubba passed
Oh.
away, but his real name was Bill. But I call I don't know how you end up giving you name your animal and then you give it a nickname, but then you have like 3 more nicknames. So like, right? Are you guys not pet people?
I mean,
See, me and Brian are over here.
I have a
on the show
one
by
name for the pet. That's
Yeah.
it. No middle names, no
I have-
graduation dates.
His name was Little Bill, and then he wasn't little anymore, so we started calling him Bill, and I called him Lover. I called him Loverface and Bubba.
Those are cute names.
And Bub, those were his nicknames.
Those are cute names.
Yeah, and I have one right now, and he's still alive, but he's Butt. That's
Is this the one that has his own garden?
yes, he has
Playground?
his own garden. He does have his own garden.
That's awesome.
I call my pets what they are, which is stroganoff burgers.
Stop, Corey.
It's
beef tips,
it's true though.
you know,
That's true.
tenderloin.
I'm not
Stop.
gonna eat
That's
my
my
cat, but
favorite.
he's gonna eat the cow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to certain restaurants, you can have. Never mind. Never.
I don't know. I also
Never
have guinea
mind.
pigs, and I threaten to like eat them constantly.
I wonder how they would taste. Can you eat a guinea pig?
Is it
Yeah.
cute? Is it cute aggression?
Really?
It's gamey.
Is that why? Is it because of cute aggression? Because you're just like, you're
No.
so cute, I want to eat you. Because
I'm-
I love capybaras, and they think
I
I'm
did that once to a
insane.
girl at the mall, and she
think-
kind of got it.
They think I'm insane.
I don't think you're insane. I do. I don't think you're insane. I think.
I do.
I think your dream of wanting to pet a cat bear or whatever you want to call a Care Bear is not that unrealistic.
That's what she
it-
smells like.
It isn't
smells
unrealistic.
like
a Care Bear. Remember they smelled?
I smell like a Care Bear?
They smelled. Remember?
No,
That
the
is scent.
strawberry shortcake
No,
dolls.
Oh, that's what it was. My bad.
Not-
My bad. Okay,
Care
I'm sorry.
Bears didn't. The
Okay,
strawberry
yeah, I was
shortcake dolls
confused.
did. So yeah,
agree.
I probably
Yeah.
do smell like strawberry
smell
shortcake
great.
doll. Is that weird? Like it was like vinyl with the faint scent of fruit.
Yes, but it was amazing.
Yes.
Not that I had one. I heard it would smell amazing.
Can we go back to the capybara? Because I never related more to you other than whenever you said you wanted to pet a capybara.
I do. And Cedar Creek, no, not Cedar Creek. Indian Creek Zoo has an exhibit that you can go pet them. You want to go with me?
Yes, let's do it.
This is my new best friend.
I watched
Are
one
we
get
best
ran
friends?
over
Yeah.
by a bus on YouTube.
Listen,
What?
I looked him up after you left last week.
That is terrible.
I didn't mean to. I brought it up and
Oh my gosh.
So Gina, to show you how much we as a show love you, Nick looked it up on YouTube after you left. I also looked it up on Google to see how much like you could buy one
You can't.
for.
you can
You-
actually.
you can. You 100% can. It's a lot easier than you think it is.
Okay, then let's
But-
do this.
But I looked up. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a cool gift to get Gina one day.
we were gonna go half on it.
But
But what? What?
But
do you,
what?
Is there? Is it?
Where is he?
If you guys brought a capybara out right now, I would literally fall over. it
$29,000.
I don't.
That's it?
I don't, yeah,
I'm worth
they're not,
it.
They're not that expensive, but you need to like have a habitat in an area.
Yeah,
for them and
habitat.
stuff.
You have to
Okay.
have a habitat, not a pet
I mean,
cemetery.
I did
or
create a
whatever's on
garden
their
for
back.
my cat. I
Oh,
feel
that's
like
right, a
I
garden.
can do that. I can do that.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna start by going and petting them at Indian
Yeah.
Creek. Maybe I go and I pet one. I'm like, ew, I don't want them anymore.
Gina, my daughter Mia said she wants an invite to the zoo when you go.
Yes,
please.
Mia, you can
Yes.
come with us for sure.
She's great. She will also sing Glee songs.
I totally love Mia.
Mia loves
I've met
I
Mia.
love Glee.
Yeah.
My favorite song is the "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and also the "If I Were a Boy" that they did. Both of those songs, I actually listen to.
I
in
love
my
Glee.
car, like,
We used to
on a
watch it
rotation.
all together. And American Idol, me and my daughter used to always
Nice.
watch.
I love that you and your daughter have such a connection that you guys did things together and stuff. Because that and the Notebook House and I don't know. I just think that connection is special, and you don't usually hear a lot of dads talking about that. So
Yeah,
just
I love
a
it.
side note, kudos.
I
to
loved
you, man.
making memories with all the kids in our own way. Like, we all did our own separate things together, and that was my highlights of my life, or with my children.
for sure.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love being a father, It's one of my highlights of my life. Anytime someone says, "What's your biggest accomplishment?" It's being a dad. I love it.
What I find interesting is I don't remember what it was like before I was a dad.
Yeah, exactly. Like what was it like? Not.
I remember, and my kids saved my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
Because I remember you talking like you were rough path.
You were a hoe.
Hey.
No,
What? She was.
Listen.
Oh.
I was a good American citizen.
She was a good Christian.
Okay, that don't mean you ain't a hoe.
I was making life choices like I did not care if I lived or died.
Yeah.
Like I was on a path that some of the things would shock you.
All right.
So, when I got pregnant, it wasn't planned, but it wasn't prevented really either. So it wasn't like it was like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? But when I got pregnant, it was
more like, oh my God, who's the daddy?
It actually wasn't that either. It actually started with my stepdaughter. Like this started the progression because we had her because her mom had some problems, and we ended up having to have her it was too early in the relationship for any of that. But so we had her, and so I already had to slow down a little bit because I had this child that I was helping him take care of.
Depended on you.
Yes. And so I was like,
how old was she at the time?
She was 2.
Oh, shoot.
And so I was like, oh, okay, I have a 2-year-old. And I didn't want kids.
Oh.
My entire life. Like my mom had just accepted she was not getting grandbabies from me.
So you didn't want kids. A stepchild comes into play 2 years old.
I did not even date guys with kids on purpose. And then Dubs came and broke every one of my rules.
Smart rule.
Yes. So then, and that's why, there was no plan. Like in the beginning, it wasn't a forever plan with him because he didn't fit any of the criteria for me to be with.
He wore you down.
Then Kayla did. So then here comes my stepdaughter, and I get her, and I'm like, ew, a baby. Ugh,
what do I do with it?
What am I gonna do with this?
Does it pee on paper?
And so, she was she was perfect. She was just one of those kids that was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And so, like, she kind of started changing my mind a little bit. So then her and I bond. So then I put up with way too much from him because now I am attached to this child, which is why I didn't want to date anybody with kids.
Right.
So I was attached to the kid, and he pretty much had a free pass to do whatever he wanted to do now because I didn't want to break up with the kid. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what kept us together
so
during
close
some
to
of our
the
rough
child.
Yeah, between some of our rougher times. So then I got pregnant with Bella when Kayla was around 5. And it was like, okay, I have to stop everything now. All the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Everything changed in that moment. Like the minute I saw 2 lines.
You got to change your life. You don't realize it because of the little people.
So I had to make all these adjustments and get my life in order from whatever heathen path I was on to getting into being a mother. So
Makes sense.
It was very dramatic. The shift was
so maybe you needed
dramatic.
her just as much as she needed you.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Those 3 girls saved my life.
Absolutely.
I promise you I would be in jail or dead right now.
You come across as from your stories and things like that as amazing parents. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can sense that about people. You have your senses. I can sense good parenting.
Thank you.
And
same thing with Corey. I see his little snippets and how he plays with his little lady in the backyard and love
She
it.
found her
I love
first
seeing that
stick, I
stuff.
saw.
She did find her first stick.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Scarlett, my almost 2-year-old, found her very first stick.
Stick?
Yeah, we were
something else.
No, we were on a walk. We went to go visit her new cousin who was born last Monday out in Indiana. And while we were out there, we're like, you want to go to a park? And because she's got little legs, she's like wants to walk. And she was like, oh, there's a stick. And she picks up the stick, and the stick is huge. And she just starts walking and stabbing things with it.
So this was her change in life.
This is she found a stick.
Yeah.
She loved it.
And then he posts a video of her from behind with her walking with this stick. It's so cute.
She started stabbing leaves like she was Moana trying to find a fish.
Damn.
I love that.
Yeah.
She is Moana.
Yeah, she can be anything she wants to be.
Corey, what'd you bring with you this week?
So first, I had shows this weekend. So thank you so much to Mark Knope for having me on his dais. He's the guy I actually usually work with.
Nice.
Monday, we're actually talking about a show that we had set up for... Friday, we were talking about a show that we had together on Saturday. And just randomly, he's like, yeah, I'm in Lakeview, Ohio tonight. And I'm like, that's really close to where I live. I will be there. And then he's like, oh, it's just a one-man show. And I was like, I can open for you if you need me to. And so I opened.
Nice.
And I crushed. It was a great feeling. The only problem is that when Mark got on stage,
Yeah.
he made
What
the
happened?
mistake
Oh no.
of making the joke that he usually does. And I'm not ruining his act, but he kind of makes a joke about how he moved from like the Detroit area down to Toledo about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And at this rate, by the time he's 80, he'll like finally make it all the way down to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be fully down south all the way to Cincinnati. Like, that's the joke.
That's at least 3.5 hours.
The problem is,
Okay.
the second he said he was from the Detroit area, the Indian Lake crowd, which is Lakeview, Ohio, started booing.
Oh no.
And he's like, what's going on? And they start chanting OH. And I'm an Ohio State fan through and through, but Mark could
But
not
he didn't
get
say
them.
Ann Arbor.
I know. Mark couldn't get them back for the life of him.
So he lost them.
And here's where I know he went wrong. He said, come on, guys. It's only one game a year.
You don't say that.
I know. And I'm just like, how do you not understand like the amount of rivalry and pressure
Yeah.
that, and there's nothing to
Right.
do in that area, so all
Like,
they
we're
live
about
on,
to get murdered.
Yeah, that's
all they
bad.
live on is football and Jesus. So that's the only thing they got down there. So he lost that, and I thought it was interesting. But Saturday he
You don't
redeemed
get that
himself.
back.
No, not at all. People walked out.
That
That's
bad.
how-
Oh,
that-
that's
that's how
serious.
bad it was,
Oh
yeah.
shoot. Okay. That's
That
pretty
rivalry
serious.
is real.
it
I know
was-
it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, no, it was the worst show that I've ever witnessed him be a part of, and he's an
Oh, so they
amazing
weren't just giving them crap like "Go Blue Forever" or "OH Forever." They
No.
were like really pissed.
Yeah, they were really, really pissed.
Oh
yeah.
shoot! I was like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. But he redeemed himself on Saturday because he had a show on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
For the Adaptive Sports League of Brighton, Michigan, which is just north of Ann Arbor. Which
Okay.
I spent some time in Ann Arbor on.
Boo.
Saturday. All right, if you want. I love the city of Ann Arbor, and
Great
I will
city.
always love it.
So
Ann
much to
Arbor's a
do.
whore.
I agree. I'm an Ohio State fan through and through. Ann Arbor is not the University of Michigan.
No, it's actually a
That's-
cute.
It's
I
a very
like.
cute
I like
town.
Ann Arbor.
But the fun part about
Yeah.
the event I did was I knew it was for the Adaptive Sports League, which I just assumed was for like little league kids or something like that.
That's
or
what I'm
hockey tournaments
assuming.
or something.
Yeah.
No. Almost the entire crowd was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like it would be like a Paralympics type thing,
Yeah.
like a para athlete. Yeah.
Part of my act, part of my closing act is
Standing ovation.
I talk about dating girls with disabilities. And that is like my stage act. Now, I was nervous to do that set, but I did it and they loved it.
Did they?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I love that.
But real quick shout out to the Adaptive Sports League of Brighton, Michigan. If you have anyone with disabilities, any sort of disability at all, there were people there without legs, there were people there without limbs, anything at all.
Was anybody wearing that shirt?
Actually,
That's a
there-
disability within itself, Gina.
There actually was. It was me. And if you want to learn how to ski, of all things, skiing, they will take you up on a hill. They have a specialized ski apparatus. They will put you in, and there was an instructor who will follow behind you. And they're like people of all sizes. It doesn't matter what it is. They just want to see people out there having
I love
fun
that.
and experiencing.
I love that.
It was a really, really awesome experience.
I
And so,
love that people can
thank you,
still laugh at the
themselves.
how would I say at themselves.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. One of my
Like, I'm all about that.
One of my favorite jokes I told that night, without getting too graphic or into what I actually talk about on stage, but I kind of made a joke about being with a girl in a wheelchair
Yeah.
and being able to throw her legs anywhere I wanted to, and how fun it is.
Ori.
Like you're going fly fishing. And there's someone in the front row who's just cracking up laughing, and I noticed they're in a wheelchair, and I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. And then after the show, I realized they didn't have legs at all.
Oh, Corey.
Double amputee. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I go up and I'm like, hey, thanks. And he stopped me and he's just like, you were the funniest. Thank
I
you so
love
much.
that.
Every single person that was at that event thanked me and said I was so and thanked me and Mark for being
That's
there.
cool,
and
man. I
thanks-
love that.
And I'm talking like 140 people.
Sometimes
So-
some of the ones that laugh and have the best time.
Absolutely. It was
You know
a
what I
great,
mean?
great
What
time.
else can you do?
I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
did you get a standing ovation at the end of the night?
I tried, but everyone's in a wheelchair.
Stop.
I was myself. Sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, I can get one joke, right?
Yes, you can.
Come on.
Yes, you
I
can.
love it. I love
can
it.
Totally understand where you're coming from. I get the same thing. People like come up to me for a drawing, and I always, if they're in a wheelchair, I always add like a little fire behind their wheelchair. They're scooping.
Nice.
They're
Oh,
like,
nice.
Oh, that's fun.
I
That's
love
fun.
that. I love it.
It's always a
fun.
hit, but I'm always like, are you gonna be laughing at this?
Like, please laugh. Please
I'm
laugh.
gonna go to HR.
Awesome. If I were you, I would draw them in whatever accident you thought.
Corey.
Like
Stop.
standing up like right next to like a
School
ladder
buses
or
on
something-
fire.
something like that.
I can't. Don't listen to Corey.
Don't do that.
No, I love
Brian,
it.
cross that off your list. Don't do that.
The last thing that I really have is
Yeah.
I
A horrible shirt.
all
Don't look
you
at
know what?
me.
It's coming off.
No, wait,
Please
don't
don't.
keep
Please,
it on.
I like
love
it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I
You like
like
the
it.
shirt now?
I
It's
appreciate it.
lovely.
I appreciate it.
Please
I
keep-
appreciate it.
keep-
Don't.
Please keep your Hershey's Kisses.
Stop.
Away. Oh my
It's
God,
not
he
the
really
Hershey's.
doesn't.
Stop.
Yeah. So the last thing I have today is I reached out on Facebook and just kind of asked a generic question because I was kind of thinking about it for myself.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about it here on this show before, but
Yeah.
when we talked about it on the show before, we really only got the opinions of
Just us.
us here.
Yeah.
And I got a lot more feedback when I asked, what is your death row meal like you would eat? And really the parameters I'd have are you have 30 minutes to eat the meal, and you can literally order anything in this world as much or as little as you want to.
Oh, so it's
'cause-
unlimited.
So we can't do like
Man.
endless buffet so that they can.
I mean, you can, but in 30 minutes you're going to die regardless.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So you got 30
I'm not
minutes.
sure if Gina was here when we actually did this the first time.
I
It was in our. It was one of our earlier shows.
Yeah,
I don't know. If Gina
I
was
think
here.
Kaylin was here.
I
don't
feel
know.
like I did. I feel like or something. I don't know. I do remember. So either I was watching or I was here.
Gotcha.
But the criteria is a little bit different this time. It's unlimited amount of. So how many items can you pick?
as much as you want.
So you can pick anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like on my list,
What do you got, Corey?
I have a lobster claw.
From where?
A lobster claw
ocean.
from any Michelin star restaurant.
Okay.
Duh.
Okay.
Ocean.
The ocean.
Gina.
It was Brian.
That you said, Brian?
I was
like
just
Brian.
repeating what
I like
Brian said.
I like Brian.
Bravo. I want a 30-day aged steak from.
Never had one.
There's a place out in Bryan, Ohio.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cattle Creek Winery is what it's called. They have the best steaks.
How
like,
would you
on the
rate
planet.
that compared to like a Texas Roadhouse steak? Because I've never had an aged steak before.
So a Texas Roadhouse steak is good if you just want a steak.
Okay.
If you want an experience,
So it's night and day difference.
you go
aged
you go
steak.
out-
Really?
go out to Cattle, and it's worth the drive. man.
Really?
It's not that far from your campsite.
Okay. Maybe I'll take Boo on a date night. Try something like that.
Let's do a double date when you do
Gina,
it.
you ever had an aged
Yes.
aged steak? Do you think it's worth it?
Final cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Cut's another good place.
Is it night and day difference like Corey says it is?
It's one of those things like we talked about before that if you do something expensive, then it's hard to go back. That's one of those things. So once you have a really good steak, and I mean, I'm not talking about like Texas Roadhouse, or once you have an actually really, really, really good steak, it's really hard to go backwards from that. So like, I really don't
Agree.
eat steak anymore.
Oh, jeez.
So now if it's not the $90 steak, I probably
Oh,
am not getting it.
$90?
Oh yeah, they're very expensive.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Easily.
So
Easily.
what else, Corey? What else is on your list?
So
Fill
on
your plate up.
a mini, like a slider Big Mac, because I can't finish the entire thing, but I used to eat Big Macs all the time, and I just kind of want that.
They're not
taste
as good
one
as
more
you
time.
remember.
Okay.
I'm sure they're not, but I just kind of want that
Big Mac
taste.
minis.
Just like a
one more
little
time.
Mac.
Corey?
Exactly.
A Little Mac.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Big
like
Mac minis.
A little bit.
A
like
McMini.
A little a McMini slider of a Big Mac. You know.
That's a good proposal for a business venture there.
Other than that, I really love root beer and
Wow.
cheesecake. Yeah. Root beer and cheesecake. So
What
give me
kind of root beer and where's the cheesecake from?
Like a 32-degree Barks root beer
Yes.
in a can.
Where it's a little bit crispy ice, a little bit, but
Where
not
like the crystals.
Yes.
The crystals melt the second they hit your mouth,
Yep.
but like you can
Yep.
still feel them going in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounds
that's
great.
What I need. Yeah.
Gina, you're on death row. You get your menu. You get to write in your own foods. You got 30 minutes. What are you eating, Gina?
Nashville hot chicken. But here's my problem: is I like all the stuff I make. So you're gonna ask
So I
me
am.
from where, and I don't know. Like whoever has really good Nashville hot chicken.
Hot meaning like spicy?
Nashville hot chicken is
Never heard of it.
it's a
Have you never had
specific
Nashville
thing.
hot chicken?
Never even heard of
So
it. So
it's-
Have you ever
it's-
been to Nashville?
It's
I
fried.
have, but not
fried
Nashville's chicken.
and it's like with a very specific like spices,
Okay.
and then it's like oil poured on top of it with
Really?
the spices, and it's very
Delish?
good. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll have to try that sometime.
So Nashville hot chicken,
Okay.
I think. I don't even know. Some kind of potatoes au gratin, like some sort
Yeah.
of potato,
Like a mashed?
No, like a sliced potato au gratin.
Okay,
like-
okay, I know what you mean. Little slices of it.
Yeah. And then I probably a steak too. Like
Good steak?
if I'm gonna die, I don't care how full I am because I can.
Yeah.
Because have you guys ever been so full you wish you were or maybe not wish you were dead, but wish you could just like go and get your stomach pumped? Like
Yeah, every time before my weight loss journey, every time I would eat.
yeah, I mean, so like I'm like if I can just eat until I feel like I'm gonna split in half.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna die in
Might
30
as well go
minutes.
with
So
it.
I'll go
Yeah.
with a steak.
Real quick, if you guys are listening to the show, you want to participate, comment on it. You're on death row, which means you're going to die in 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes to eat your food. What are you eating? It doesn't matter how much or where or what. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, one of the comments that I
Yeah,
did get
what
back
did you
here was from Kyle, and Kyle said that there's a restaurant called Girl in the Boat, and the head chef is a Top Chef winner, and they had crispy pork belly with these fingerling potatoes
Ooh, okay.
that were shaved from the top.
That sounds delicious.
And he said he would eat 17 servings if he could. He'd also do it with a fresh tiramisu that had decaf espresso.
Wait, real quick. What is that? What is a tiramisu?
It's
is that
like
a meal?
it's a cake with like with coffee
okay.
like poured over it. And
Okay.
It's good.
You know, but he said he probably wouldn't be able to finish the entire tiramisu. And he also said that he would like to have Coca-Cola from McDonald's.
I agree.
Yeah, because their Cokes are better.
Yeah, their fountain pops are really good.
Delicious.
Their Sprite is spicy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I asked Hot Gina what she would have.
What she did decide to go with, Corey?
Hot Gina went with mashed potatoes, Donato's Meat Lovers Pizza,
Oh.
Delish.
a steak, apple pie, crinkle crust and crust on top. She was very
Oh,
specific.
she's doubled.
about
That's
this
two
type
different
of
pies into
pie.
one, Corey.
Yeah, it felt like
Like she was cheating.
complicated.
Damn.
Complicated. And with a brookie. And I don't know what a brookie is, but she seemed very
Oh, it's Brooke.
excited.
Brooke for dessert.
It's a brownie and a cookie put together.
oh, is it?
Like it's like a cookie and a brownie.
It's like a cookie, and like you put the cookie dough down and then you pour the brownie batter over it and then
Oh,
you bake it.
sounds
It's
good.
a brookie.
I'm so hungry
Or
right now.
it might be vice versa.
Right.
Whatever. We do this every single show.
yeah.
This is why I'm getting fatter while they're losing weight because I leave here and go eat.
Corey, while you're scrolling to the next person, Brian,
Yeah.
you're on death row. What are some of your favorite foods you're eating before you die?
I knew this question was coming,
Yeah.
and I'm still like, I don't know.
You don't know?
I have like a couple of things that are just like weird, you know.
What do you got?
Like, it's all stuff like my parents would cook.
Yeah?
And
Yeah.
like that's sweet, but
What was it? What was some things
Like
your parents made that?
German chocolate cake and Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes.
Corey.
Liverwurst.
no. But there was the cucumber salad.
That's
That-
good. Yep.
A really good cucumber salad that my mom used to make. Other than that, I think it's just like I want to get like a Wendy's Frosty and
I
the
love it.
fries.
Yeah, and
I
dip the
love it.
fries
A little
in that.
dip, and then maybe like a steak. So it's all over the place.
I like that. That's what this is
But-
about.
It should be.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can get a keychain from Wendy's for like $5 that gets you a free Frosty every single day?
It's like a
but
membership.
That would motivate me to go to Wendy's.
It does.
way too much.
It does. From experience, it does do that.
Yeah.
Do you know that there's an awesome German place over by in Oregon? Have you been there?
You walk
I-
in and they're like, "Hello, mate."
No, that's
That-
not,
What?
that's not
That's a
German.
Perfect
No.
German accent.
That's what I thought.
Perfect German.
Hello, mate.
I forget what is it called. I can't remember what it's called.
No, I'm so
Auf
happy.
Wiedersehen.
That is like see you later, goodbye.
They have schnitzel there. They have, I mean, everything. It's so good. It's so
I
good.
am so excited. So I got a new rental in Oregon, and I'm moving in almost a month. And my boyfriend was like, "Yeah, there's this German place."
Yes.
and I'm like, "Jetzt los."
It is so
Right.
good.
So a little tidbit. about Brian here
Yep.
is originally from Sandusky. So living his life thinking Sandusky was the biggest city around. Never been outside of Sandusky. Now lives in Toledo.
Yeah.
It's a whole new world, huh?
Listen.
Night and day difference.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Sandusky, I dated a girl back when I was first on the Andrews in the
Shocker.
Morning Show.
Shocker.
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, that's the only reason I've seen the world. She lived in a house that was like a boathouse. So
Yeah.
like there was a boat in her garage when I
Yep.
went in, and then I went upstairs and her house was there. And
That's weird.
I was like, this is kind of dope. Like she lived
Yeah.
right on the water, and you could just like chill and
What?
like look at the like over the water on her balcony and stuff. But yeah, like there was a boat inside of her like garage.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
different.
in the water.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
I know
those.
what you're talking
yeah.
about, though.
Mia in the group said I get brookies from Insomnia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I tried that.
okay.
She made me try it. I liked it. It was good. It's really
I
good.
absolutely love Sandusky so much because that was like, so I grew up about maybe like 40 minutes away in a village, literal village. So me and my friends would go up to Sandusky, and that's the big city, you know?
Oh.
And we're like, there's a mall here, and then there's like nothing in the mall. Like, there's like so many stores that are closed.
It's like, do you like Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
In July?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all we got.
Yes.
Corey, button your shirt. Every time I look over there, that's all I see.
So
Please.
gross. I
Oh,
can't.
God.
And like now that I'm in Toledo, I'm like, I miss the like, because obviously Cedar Point's there,
Right, right.
Yeah.
and I miss living like right on the lake because I used to live like right.
Oh, right on it.
Yeah, pretty much. I used to walk downtown and be in my little like.
And what's nice about 250 right there is
Yeah.
everything is right there.
Yeah.
Every restaurant. Over the weekend, since we're at the craft show, we stopped at Longhorn. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize how good Longhorn was. That's my new favorite steak.
Really?
Yeah. Best steak I've...
Until you have good steak.
I'm gonna
And
try
then
that.
you
I'm
will
gonna try the
never-
aged. I'm gonna
then
try the
you're
aged.
never going to want to.
But that's how I feel about Longhorn. Like, I don't want to go back to Texas Roadhouse because they're at a whole nother level. It's not an aged, obviously, but I thought it was a great steak.
God, but speaking of foods, it makes me appreciate Toledo so much more because there is just so many.
There's a lot here.
Restaurants.
You could eat something different every day and still not get.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
feel bad just going to like fast food. I'm like, I could have
Yeah.
just sat down and had a meal, and it would probably be about the same price.
Yeah, there are a lot of reasonably priced restaurants
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that's also a very good point. And I think as Toledoans, we get a little spoiled. We get a little like, I hate this city. This city's so boring because we've done it all though.
Because we've lived it.
When you've been to the art museum, it's kind of like living right by Cedar Point. After a
Yeah.
while, it kind of is like, it's Cedar Point, and we live close to it, so it's the same. And then it's like our art museum is like top notch, beautiful, and free. Our
Zoo.
the zoo
Zoo.
is amazing, not
the
free,
zoo.
but it is amazing.
It's like discounted on Mondays.
It is, and then Imagination Station is
Yeah.
amazing, and there's so many. And our Metro Park system is some of the best in
Yeah.
the country. Like we have a lot of great things in Toledo, so it makes me sad when I hear people go, "Oh, Toledo, I hate
Right.
Toledo."
yeah.
Let alone we got the Huntington Center for concerts and so
Yes,
much. We have the
we
Mud
get
Hen
really good
Stadium.
concerts.
We
yep.
get so much
We
here.
have Walleye. We have Mud Hens. We have the Glass City Wranglers now.
Yeah.
We have a basketball team. So like we have a lot of things going on in Toledo. So I hate
Yeah.
when people drag it because I think Toledo is a great place to live.
And what's
I
nice
am
is it's
involved.
not like big like Detroit. Like you almost dread going to Detroit to a concert because there's 5 million people trying to get out of town. Here, you just park the right way. You're out in 10 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
very accurate.
You know what I mean?
I love going downtown and just like parking on the street when it's like the free meter parking.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of free meter parking
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
Bars and restaurants, nightlife is back. I mean, the city is wonderful.
We got a great city
Downtown
here.
is great now. So
Appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's literally something to do every single day.
And like the art community, I never
Yes.
felt so supported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
until I
huge
came
here.
to- That's
huge here.
why I get to do this full time.
Yeah.
Because I talk to so many people, and it's just like everyone is like, "Yeah, you're creative. Like, let's do something." I'm like, "Okay."
Just
you wanna
driving
collab
down
on something. It's always happening. We have Toledo School for the Arts. My kids go to Toledo School for the Arts, where they're
Gina's
that's
kids have
nurtured.
talent.
You can.
That is true.
Anybody can go to Toledo School for the Arts. My kids are talented, but anybody can go there. So, and it's like. We have a great theater community. We have an awesome comedy community. What music? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
the live
tons of music.
music in Toledo is like amazing. So we have
There's
so many great bands.
so many good artists. out
Yes.
here.
Corey,
It is
Gina, keep talking
crazy
between you two. I
to
gotta
think
fix his
about.
mic.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's I mean, there's just so much to do and so much to appreciate. And I can't. ADHD is going to make me watch you instead of talk. And I'm just looking at you.
I mean, just
fixing
speaking
that.
about like the art community in general. I mean,
Yes.
what I like about the Toledo Art Museum is beyond the fact that it's free, but the glass pavilion across the street.
I just
you
went to
can-
a wedding reception there Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome and gorgeous. The glass pavilion across the street, they will teach you how to do glass blowing.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
right there live. And that's not even the only place in Toledo where you can experience that and learn that skill.
It is
That would be
very
great.
cool.
Yeah, there's
I would
a-
love to try that. That's a good date night idea.
So
Absolutely.
I did that before. There's a place called Gathered Glass, and that was one of we did a Christmas of experiences. So I got the kids didn't get really presents; they got like tickets to things, and then
That's
when
cool idea.
We revealed that we were going to Puerto Rico. That
How was
like
your
their-
blowing skills, Gina?
It was well. First of all, wait a minute. What are we talking about? Because I think you restricted me at one point. You told me I wasn't allowed. So we're going to talk about glass blowing because I'm not allowed to talk about other things.
Oh yeah, that too. I want to know about that too.
I'll
Remember,
just
Dubs
say-
has stuck around for 22 years.
Yeah,
for a
he
reason.
did.
I was about to say I have a
My
gorgeous
little blow pop.
man who has been with me for 22 years. There are reasons. So anyway,
Good credit.
it's really oh no,
Tori.
his credit's way better than mine. So
I got a 519.
we didn't blow the glass.
Yeah.
We did flowers.
Okay.
We made these
Tease.
we made these cool flowers and we all made them a little bit different. So
That's
it was
cool.
a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So that was one of the experiences. But there's that too. You can just go do things
So
like
much
that
to do.
here.
That is so cool.
Brian,
And,
you got a whole nother life here. You're gonna start all over.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait to start following you on social media and just like watch your journey as you like migrate this way.
Yeah, and
that's
if
so
you
sweet.
and if you want any like what should I do or what tell me somewhere to go, I feel like doing this.
Yes.
We can help you. Like we can
Yes.
tell you where to go. I think between the three of us, we're pretty well versed.
So if you're wondering who that beautiful soul is, that's Brian. Brian drew me this weekend. I've never been drawn, and we got to talk, and I thought just an amazing human being, and would love to have him on the show. So he's here hanging with us.
How long have you been drawing and doing the caricatures? I know you said sophomore year is when Cedar Point approached you, but how long have you been officially doing this?
So they approached me for airbrushing specifically. So I did that for like 8 years. I made like t-shirts and whatnot. I've only been doing caricatures for maybe second year coming up.
Okay.
As it's not a long time either, but right now there is a convention going on as we speak in Florida, and the convention is the International Society of Caricature Artists.
What?
And
Okay.
is that a goal of yours?
I went last year. I wasn't able
Oh,
to go
okay.
this year, but it has gotten me so many opportunities and seeing different caricature artists and the way that they like distort
More
people
ideas and
reason-
stuff.
So-
it is so inspiring.
Is there like a Kevin Hart of the caricature artist world? Like someone that you look up to just like, man, they've really made it in life.
There's so many people I look up, and it's weird because like half of them are just like my buddies from Sandusky.
Right.
Like,
so not necessarily like they're living in Hollywood or
Yeah,
something of that magnitude. They're here down the street.
I'm like, that used to be my roommate. One
Right.
caricature artist that comes to mind is Nathan Watson. I believe his tag is like just his name, but I'll double check that.
That's
But
great.
he has won multiple awards at ISCA.
What?
He was there. I was there like the first year he joined. We were roommates. Such like an incredible artist, and his stuff is mind blowing and crazy. And I'm just like, that's my friend.
That is so cool. That is
That's
so
awesome.
cool. The best part about Brian is I said, what else do you do besides this? And this was my favorite part of the weekend when he told me. Brian, what else do you do?
I forget what I told you.
No.
Did you lie?
Oh no. So I.
I love this.
This is so embarrassing. I'm like an elf.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm like an elf, so I
Like
go with
Santa or
Yep.
like Keebler?
He's Santa's little elf for Christmas.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I do in the off season. I usually help with like Santa photos, like here at the zoo. I'm gonna be doing photos and whatnot. But
That's fun.
Isn't that
I love
great?
to
That's
hear
super
it.
awesome.
Yes.
I've only had pretty much odd jobs, but that one's pretty good. I like just kind of like
Fun jobs.
Yeah.
I teach careers in high school, so I always tell kids, like, don't think about what are you going to do with the rest of your life, because that's too overwhelming. And I don't even know. And I hate when we ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. It's such an intimidating
Still
question.
don't know.
Same.
So I tell them, just think of it as like, what's your next adventure?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm living the dream that I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted to be a comedian when I was a kid.
You wanted to wear ugly blouses when you got
Yep,
to this
something
age?
like that. My next life, I'm going to say I want to be a successful and rich comedian before that, to be a lot more clear in my goals and dreams.
I get it.
So,
I get it. So, and you have a little one.
Yeah.
Right, Brian? You have a little one?
I have a stepchild. His name is Emery. He means the world to me.
That's awesome.
That's my best friend right there.
Oh, for sure.
And what's
I
cool
understand.
is like sometimes when the child's acting up, you're like, I'm going to tell Santa, like legit.
Yeah.
I'm going to work to tell Santa.
It's my favorite thing. Emery, go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Don't listen to this podcast. But literally,
Stop listening.
yeah. Literally, I'll be like, listen, I see Santa tomorrow, dude. Like, I cannot tell him that you have to be on the naughty list and you can't get any presents because you won't put your socks on for bed.
Isn't that great? Direct
And he's
connection.
Okay, don't tell him.
All right.
Right.
I'll do it.
Like you're
I'll do
legit
it.
going to see Santa tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
right to the source.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a great gig. What a great life.
Or like if he's giving like my boyfriend problems, I'm like, to my boyfriend, I'm like, hey, just let me know if he's like acting up.
Right.
I can just like call Santa really quick.
Right.
And
Right.
like Emery listens to
I
this
just-
and he's like,
I cannot.
So you
get
kind of do it in front of him.
I
Yeah.
cannot.
Oh,
get,
that's even great. That's
Will
great.
Ferrell. I get like, Santa. I know him.
Yeah.
I just can't get that image out of my head.
imagine like at school, like, oh, what's your dad do? He's an elf.
I'm thinking the
Like,
stress that kid's going through when he goes back to school, just trying to behave, just like, hey, come over here and do this with us. He's just like, dude, man, my dad's an elf, like a direct
Yeah.
elf, man. Like,
Right.
I can't
Elf on
do
the
that,
shelf
bro.
ain't
Like,
anything.
well, I
Yeah.
bet. That's amazing.
Oh man, that poor baby.
It's nice to know I have a connection with an elf that knows Santa. So if Ashlyn's not listening, like, hey, I got his card. So
Yeah.
I'll call him direct.
Yeah.
I might be out of
man
minutes.
know.
but-
Snitching.
I'll let the big man know.
Yeah.
That has worked to make him listen more than any.
Oh, I bet. Can you put a good word in
Your
for us
kid
on the
is-
show?
Your kid's gonna have a lot of therapy pills when they grow up. Just so you're aware.
I mean, we all need
lot of
therapy.
therapy.
It just
And-
depends on what kind of therapy.
Exactly.
That's
Full
awesome.
disclosure, I don't know how much you make as a caricature artist, but the word starving artist is a word for a reason. So start saving up for those therapy bills because you're going to owe him something.
I need physical therapy.
That is
I'll
true.
ask Santa for it.
True. You're gonna
There
have
you
to-
go.
Afford it.
That's one of my things at the bottom
Can
of
you
my
gift
list.
me therapy?
Right, please. With Christmas right around the corner, what's one thing you would ask for?
Big booty hoes.
One thing, but it can't be like for my kids to be happy or anything like that. What's
Okay.
one thing, like materialistic, that you could pick this year? $500 limit.
You
love
changed
this.
the
You
rating
just
of
ruined
this,
my life.
Yeah, you changed the rating of this show down to PG-13, so I can't even tell you what I want.
$500.
$500.
$500.
Love this question so much
Yeah.
because when's the last time as an adult you get asked like this type of stuff?
Yeah.
You know?
So there is a...
Wait, Brett, didn't you ask me that during this weekend?
Yeah. it's my
That's one of your
favorite
questions. That's why I wrote it down.
So you still in his
I,
question?
so
I'm glad
sort
that
I
you
wrote
gave
it
me credit.
because I did say I'm going to talk about this on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got to give Brian credit.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to go first, Gina?
$500 got to be
can't.
materialistic. Can't be.
If it's because everything I want for $500 is like that's not enough. Like
Damn.
what? Because what do I 500? What's $500 going to get me?
While you're thinking, I'm going with a Cutco knife set
I mean, why don't you just come and see me at Burkett?
or a nice knife set,
Yeah.
like amazing lifetime warranty. You never have to
So
sharpen it, but every
lame,
10
though.
years.
You're going to have to sharpen a knife regardless.
I'm saying.
I don't want to. But when you say what do you want for Christmas,
Yeah.
I don't want to give you useful things because I want fun things. Like
Yeah.
I don't
That would be
want
so fun to me because I
useful.
use it every day. I cook every day.
Yeah, I
would
do
love a
too,
good-
but I don't want
good knives.
And I mean that's where my
That's the equivalent of giving someone a vacuum cleaner.
yeah.
I would
don't
love
want
that. Danielle would love that.
I don't want practice. I don't. Want
I got her a broom for
practice.
Valentine's Day, and she loved it.
Yes, you got her a car for Valentine's Day.
I like have to give people like practical gifts, or else I'll be like, "This is stupid. I'm just handing you junk."
No,
I want
I
them
mean-
to use
Right.
it.
I
want an experience.
Yeah.
I don't want I don't want a gift. I want an experience.
full disclosure, like there's a Movado watch that I have my eye on that I would like.
You can get one for around that by the price.
like that. But I also met somebody on Friday night.
Okay.
And he convinced me to go golfing with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't own golf clubs or anything, so like going out and actually learning how to play golf and stuff. By the way, shout out his name is Cam. He actually started a group called Shit Tea Golfer.
I like
and,
it.
And the idea is he's tired of seeing good people golfing and with the tips and stuff, so he's just going out and literally having fun. And he knows he's a shit tea golfer. So.
With a bunch of just has been can't
Yeah.
golf for anything golfers.
Exactly. People who are just like, oh,
I'll
you
sign
gotta do
up.
This. Yeah, yeah.
I'll
so
sign up.
Please, and there's a place in Lima, $20 for 2 people. And it's an indoor course, so you can do it all year round.
Nice.
So I would like.
I'd go that.
Yeah, I'd like golf clubs. I'd love a Movado or Bulova watch, and I'd also really like more power tools.
So one thing. What's the one thing you would get?
Any of those 3.
So you got to pick one though. Pick one.
Give
Right
me
now, you're giving your list to Santa's little helper. What are you going with? One item.
So power tools are probably going to be the most helpful.
Okay. So
Because-
like a
yeah.
drill sawzall pack, like one of them $500 combo packs.
Like,
okay.
yeah, like exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that's probably gonna be the most useful and thing I'm gonna use the most because I could see the golf clubs getting used.
Yeah.
Maybe a dozen times a year.
Gina,
versus-
back to you since you weren't really specific on your choice.
I just want like maybe a weekend getaway, like Dubs and I going somewhere for the weekend.
Okay. Just taking the 500, take a little trip.
Yeah,
3-day
take a
weekend.
little- like maybe like go to Chicago for the weekend
Okay.
or just something.
Sandusky.
Some, because I can't just straight to Sandusky. That's where I'm choosing to go. I think it would be nice for him and I to just go get away.
That'd be great. Them little getaways mean so much too, just because you're spending time with each other.
Yeah,
Brian,
definitely.
$500. What are you picking?
So this is gonna sound like what the heck, but I never been into an IKEA before like last week because we got that
Life
new-
changing.
I want like an IKEA little gift card so I can get
You want to go back to that place?
yeah.
I can't do IKEA.
Why not?
I'm having
I've never been.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks.
I got lost in an IKEA once. So here's the problem.
Yeah.
I went to IKEA for their Swedish meatballs. That was the
I
entire
got
reason
those, yep.
for my journey. I did not realize you had to enter IKEA in order to get to their cafe, and you have to go through the entire
the
store
maze,
to
Corey.
get in- to- exactly. And they have exit doors that aren't real exit doors.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
paintings on the
Sounds
wall.
like a
Yeah.
furniture fun house.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, no. And people are like, oh, there's arrows. All you have to do is follow the arrows.
No.
The arrows lead you in random circles.
A circle.
I posted for about an hour on Facebook about how I was lost
remember
in
that.
IKEA.
Man,
I'm getting nauseous.
I absolutely
Their display
love-
toilet became a not display toilet.
Yeah.
Because that place is confusing.
Yeah.
And it took me an hour and 18 minutes to get out.
Thought you were in the bathroom, but you were in a demo.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
all I did was went in for Swedish meatballs.
Yeah.
And an hour and 18 minutes later,
Yeah.
I walked out.
We end up on the second floor. 7.5 hours later, I've been doing laps in a circle. I never made it back downstairs.
Legend says you're there to this day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'll never go back.
I absolutely loved it. I went right whenever I got back from Germany, and I was like, I miss Europe.
Oh, bless your heart, Brian.
My-
Bless your heart. Patience is obviously something God has given you.
Yeah.
I also just am a big fan of looking and analyzing literally anything at the store. I'm the worst person to shop with because I'm like, well, let's see what's on the back. Like,
It's going to
So you're checking out everything. You're touching
Yeah.
everything. You're like, that would look cute in the dining room.
Yeah.
I get it.
I will give
get
IKEA
it.
credit under one flag that they do have.
Yeah.
They have rooms set up and it tells you
Gives you an idea.
the square footage of that
Do
room.
they? I didn't know they did
Yeah,
that.
so it's like 300 square feet and you can have like a 300 square foot apartment and see how it would be decorated if you live
So
there.
you can compare it to what you have at home.
You can envision yourself in that space. And I
That's
was
nice.
like,
I like
this
that.
is a
I didn't know
really
that.
cool concept. The problem is you will need to pack a snack because it's going to take
No,
you a
you
while.
need your last meal.
Yeah.
Man.
You guys
I'm
don't
never
make
going
it.
back.
Again.
I want to go.
Never going. No, Gina. Have you been there, Gina?
No, I've never.
No,
been.
don't do it.
Bring a motorized
Promise
scooter.
you.
Come with me.
Don't do it.
With
I
me,
want.
Gina.
I would go. I would go.
If you can go with Dubs and you guys leave there still
see
happily in love, I will give you $7.
Okay, so
$7.
all right, so
That's
I'll
probably
go
your
home.
Christmas trip.
I'll go home and present. No,
In the form of a Big Nick Energy gift card.
My Christmas trip involves sex. Not. I.
There
They
are
got
plenty
plenty
of
of
beds.
beds.
So
They got beds.
I think that
Bunk beds.
I think we could do it. I think we'd be fine.
$7
We laugh.
in credit.
I know, but we laugh a lot.
I'll give you $8 in Danielle Alonso's
I don't-
personalized creations
I
credit.
don't need anything. I'm just gonna take the
telling
challenge.
you,
that
you guys
he
will
and I are
fist
gonna
fight.
go. We won't.
People fist fight.
We don't though. We won't. You know what our last argument was about?
What?
Like, I mean, we disagree a little bit, but our last argument, because I'm petty, like I'm super petty. Like put a whole cape on petty.
Shocker.
I am petty.
I'm not sure you're
It was
petty.
over
'cause
pizza.
I understand.
Wait, what
the
was the
last
problem?
time we asked you what was petty, you committed a felony. So I'm not sure you actually know
Right.
what petty means.
Brian, don't.
Yeah.
Gina, don't
I
listen.
did not
Petty
commit
crime?
I did not commit a felony.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
3 of them.
No, I didn't. You can shoot guns in the air. Like, I
No,
don't.
you can't.
You can't.
Yes, you can. I lived in the country.
No, you can't shoot.
You
them,
can do it
can't
in
shoot
the
them
country.
air. You can shoot them at.
You can't just
something.
willy-nilly it.
Yes,
shoot
you
them there.
can. And we're in the country in a township. Yes, you can. People do it all the time. They have targets set up. They
That's
practice
just country
shooting.
people being-
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Interns, can you look up if you can shoot guns
I
in the
know
country?
you can because we went target
Just
shooting
because
all the
you've
time.
done it doesn't mean it's legal.
But people,
Yeah, but
people
no
do it
one
all the time. I
cares in the
promise you.
country.
All right, hold on. Let's ask the interns. Interns? Oh, we don't have any.
Right.
Sorry about that.
So
I thought we did.
I grew up in Genoa, and you can absolutely shoot guns.
So you can literally just go outside with a pistol and just start shooting in the air.
Yeah,
I don't think that's legal.
I'm not saying you can't shoot guns in the country. You have to have a target when
no,
you shoot.
I'm so
That's the
confused.
dumbest
because
thing I've
our-
They
ever
come
heard
back
in my
down,
life.
Gina.
You can do whatever you can shoot in the country.
Yeah,
in the air.
This is not
shoot
a
in the
thing.
country. You can't just shoot in the air.
Okay, and even if you couldn't, it's not a felony, you guys.
I'm just saying, we're in Toledo right now.
Yeah, you can. I
It's
know.
not like this is a.
You can do
country
anything in Toledo.
only.
That's different. That's
So
different.
anyway, our argument was over pizza. And
I
it
get
was
that.
Because
I feel that one.
He said, I don't remember exactly how it went, but we were like ordering pizza, and he said oh, you know what sounds good? Pizza Hut sounds good, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like Pizza Hut, whatever, blah blah blah. And he's like, I don't care anything but sausage. And then we go on, and I'm struggling. Like ordering online or something, and he was like, well, I don't even want Pizza Hut. You're the one that suggested it. And then we got a different place, and then because he had said anything but sausage and he had irritated me, I ordered 4 sausage pizzas.
Gina,
I ordered
come
sausage
on.
on
No
every
wonder
pizza.
that was a fight.
So that was that was
That's
it.
petty, first
That
off.
is-
I
that
just
is
said it was
very
petty,
hurtful.
but he ate it and he didn't complain because he knows I'm petty and he just doesn't want that.
Bless his
So-
heart, Dubs.
Yeah, Dubs. If you need a safe place to stay,
You're definitely not making it through Kia,
Yeah,
Dubs.
Nick can help. He has a spare
He
bedroom.
doesn't. We're fine. I am petty though. Like I have a.
Yeah, you put sausage on 4 pizzas
He pissed me off.
for 2 people at that.
No, it was.
That is an expensive
It was for It was for the whole family.
All the kids were gone. We had 4 pizzas.
No, it was for the whole family. But I am pretty petty. So like when one time I went to the McDonald's on Navarre when Bella was little, and we got a Happy Meal, and I was in a hurry, so I go through the drive-through, and I checked the order. I go to give her nuggets, and then there were no nuggets in there. And she was probably like 2. So I had to pull over and get her out of her car seat and go in. And I was already in a hurry, so I was irritated. And I go in and I'm like, so you guys forgot the nuggets or whatever. And this girl goes, I know I put them in there.
Oh.
And I'm like, and this is dollar menu stuff at the time, So I'm like, I mean, you didn't. I wouldn't be in here. I wouldn't have dragged my kid in here to get a free 4-piece nugget. And she's like, I know I put them in there. She was real nasty. And the manager comes over and she's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I didn't have nuggets in the Happy Meal."
In the nugget
And
Happy
she's
Meal.
saying she put them in there and there were no nuggets in there. And the manager looks at her. She's like, "Just give her the nuggets."
For real.
I was like, if I was going to steal something, it
There
probably
wouldn't be a 4-piece
I would have
nugget.
said you forgot the Big Mac.
Right.
Like, why would I say you forgot the $1 nuggets? I
Right.
did not go back to that McDonald's for 15 years.
I don't blame you.
That's
That one's
crazy.
horrible. Like if you're in a hurry, that McDonald's on Route 2 is not the option to go with.
Yeah, so I didn't do that. But then I will not name the pizza place because
What does it rhyme with?
rhymes with Farco's. So I ordered pizza
Marcos.com.
from the South Side one. And usually they're fine, whatever. Like every once in a while they'll forget like crust toppers, little things, right? But last night they forgot a whole sub. And then I call and I'm like, the driver's like, just call, tell them that they forgot it and I'll bring it back. So I call, I'm like, hey, you forgot the sub. And they're like, oh, I mean, do you want like a refund or a credit or something? And I'm like, no, we'd rather have the sub.
All right, we're hungry still.
And he's like, oh, well, it's going to be a minute. So, I mean, we can bring it, but it's going to be a minute. He was like kind of like dismissive.
kind of rude about it.
So I'm like, I mean, yeah, okay. We don't care because it was for my lunch for today anyway.
okay.
So it's like, I don't care how long it takes. That's fine. It can take a little while. Just, bring
Give
it.
my order. Give me my order.
And he's like, all right, well, I mean, okay, it's going to be a minute though. And I said, okay, I just said, that's fine, whatever. So we hang up and Dubs goes, you're not getting that sub, right? And I'm like, I know. So I waited until it was like, it closed at 11. So I called it like 10:55 and I was on hold until 11 and then it disconnected. And so I called today and I'm like, hey, I tell him the whole story. And he's like, oh, I'm really sorry about that. I'm the new GM. I just started today. I'm going to turn things around. Do you want a refund or do you want store credit? I was like, I want a refund. He's like, okay, I just need the card number that you ordered ordered it on. And I'm like, and at this time, like, cause I had only ran upstairs to do something. It was in the car. And I'm like, I don't have it on me right now. Like I can give you the order number. And he's like, oh, I have to have the card number. Otherwise I can give you a, credit for future order. I'm like, well, I don't want to order from you guys right now. Like I'm really angry.
Right, like I'm mad.
I have no intention of ordering from you in the future. So I want the credit. And he was like, well, I have to have the card. So I was like, okay, well now I just want you to know I'm even more irritated. And I'm talking to him like this. Like I don't yell at people. I don't scream at people. I don't call them out their names, like that kind of thing, unless they do that to me. So I'm like, I just want you to know that I'm even more irritated now than I was when I called you. So he's like, I'm really sorry about that. Like I said, I just started today. I'm going to fix everything. I said, but you're not doing that now.
Right.
And he's like, well, I just started today. I said, okay, but right now
You're not
you
helping.
have the opportunity to fix a problem for me and you are not fixing it.
I mean, what did you expect him to do?
I wanted him to refund it. Why do I have to get the card
Because he doesn't
number?
have the card information.
But that doesn't even make sense.
How does it not make sense?
Because it doesn't. It doesn't.
They
it
don't
doesn't make
keep your
sense.
card information when you place an order.
Because when you can look up transactions, you can refund it. If I take it, I don't have to have a card.
You're absolutely right. You can look up transactions, and it only shows you the last four numbers on the.
I understand that, but their system should have where you can hit refund or whatever on it when it hasn't even cleared yet. It's still a pending charge.
Maybe.
Still a
but we
pending
don't know
charge.
though for sure.
Yeah, that's not how.
I get it.
Marcos-
Yes, I
But
100% agree.
But in other places that I've worked in, though, you can do that. You can refund things.
Not everyone's
So-
POS system is the same.
I do understand that, but
it
that
does
was
sound like he was trying to do his very best, and you made it more difficult for him to do his job because you were too lazy to go down to your car.
no, because I was in a hurry and they messed it up.
Or
to
you
begin
could have
with.
simply called them back and then gave him the card number, and he would have refunded your money later.
Or they shouldn't have screwed it up to begin with.
I agree. They should
and then been nasty and then made extra obstacles. So I'm irritated at this. Again, I'm not like screaming at this man. I'm not calling him out his name. I'm just like, I'm really irritated right now. So I'm like, are you guys franchise or corporate? He's like, oh, I can't give you that information.
What?
Yeah, that's weird.
I said, yes, you can. And now I'm even more pissed.
Right.
So just give it store credit that I'll probably never use. I don't care. Gave him the information. I was like, I just want you to know, I'll figure it out because it's public knowledge. Like it's public record. I will figure out since you can't tell me and I will contact them now.
What Marcos is it? I might call him up.
I'm
Use that
sorry.
credit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody looking for a free sub
I
can
was
contact
so
Mark.
irritated
That
by
is
the end
annoying.
of this because
That
it
is
was
annoying.
just such a. I mean, they could have called me that night and been like, "Hey, we're not going to make it back there,"
Something-
and I could have
communication.
handled it that night.
Yeah.
You know, and on top of that, after all of this piling up of inconveniences, he should have been like, "Hey, listen, you got a free sub and free pizza waiting for you.
Hey, here's
Like, he coulda
$30 worth of stuff.
He could have
I agree.
offered me something besides what they screwed up in order to appease me at that point, and
Yeah.
he wasn't offering anything except for take these extra steps. I have to go down and get this card for you. I have to do all these extra steps for you because you guys screwed up. So that's why I'm irritated. Like, I get it, but he didn't offer any kind of consolation for that.
That's crazy.
I get that.
So
And I like Marcos.
I do too,
They're good.
but now the problem is Marcos used to be the only place that delivered.
Yeah.
And now with like DoorDash and all that, it's not. You can get any pizza.
You can get anything.
delivered.
I got a tool set from DoorDash last week.
Yeah, for real. You can.
awesome.
So now I'm like, I mean, like, I like Marco's, but there's a lot of other pizza places I like just as much
Yeah.
that I can get.
And I can
pizza
get it from anywhere.
And they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm a
It was
little
his
partial to
first day.
Marco's myself. My son works there, and well, they also pay my salary.
Real quick, here's a tip. If you get a pizza, tell them to use flour instead of cornmeal. Normally they put cornmeal on the counter when they're doing the dough. Tell them to use flour, and it'll taste like old school Marco's.
I
really
see
good.
that option on there. I always wonder.
Yeah, try it once.
Yeah.
So they changed it
That is
somewhere
such a
in the
big
last
back
25
tip.
years where they started doing the cornmeal on the counter when they're doing the dough.
See, when I went
And
there, it was
changes
flour.
the flavor. Yeah, yeah.
You do the
change
flour.
It'll bring back nostalgia Marcos.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, I'll have to try it sometime.
We're going to do a new segment today.
Okay, let's do it.
Brought this up, and I think it would be interesting. I'm going to read some of the most popular songs, okay? I'm going to read the lyrics, and you got to tell me what song it is. Most popular song right now. Brian, I want you to participate too.
I was drinking water, but yes, I am here.
Okay. I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain.
Oh,
got
that's
it. Shake It
yeah.
Off by
yes,
Taylor
yes,
Swift.
yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. Apparently, I didn't make it that hard.
Straight up Swifties, baby.
Yeah. That was Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. All right, next one. You know you love me.
Don't.
I know. You care.
It's Baby by Justin
Yeah, Baby by
Bieber.
Justin
Give it a minute.
Sorry.
This is that easy?
Yeah. You know you love me. I know you care.
Shout whenever. I'll be there.
What happened? This one didn't. Okay. I got one more. I didn't know
Did you
if was
put
that
one
too
per?
popular.
You are the most paper using person I've ever
It's
met.
recycled.
It's just
My cowhide. Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade.
I know this one. I just can't think of the name of the song.
Still enough time to figure out how to chase them blues away. I've done all right up until now. So in the light of day shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness calls.
Oh, that's I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Yes!
Okay. All right.
Good job.
I knew it, but I couldn't place it
I was getting turned on. I don't know why.
because that's weird.
That is weird. It was weird. That's all
I like
got.
that segment. We should do that one
Yeah.
more.
Did you guys like that?
Yeah,
I want
that was fun.
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sad that you only had those.
How was my
Yeah.
reading voice? Is my reading voice
It's
good?
soothing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Brian wants more, so I'm going to give him one of my own.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I hit it in
Oh.
the morning
Hold on.
without giving you half my dough?
Wait. Gotta play the music.
Oh,
Hold on.
sorry.
Let's start over. Here we go.
Can I hit it in the morning?
I knew immediately.
Without giving you half my dough? Or even worse, if I was broke, would you want me? If I couldn't get you finer things like all of those diamond rings that you kill for, would you still roll? If you couldn't see the sun rising off the shore of Thailand, would you ride then? If I wasn't an 8-figure jigger riding around.
8-figure jigger.
I can't even finish.
That was so funny.
Now, JB, bounce with me, bounce with me.
That was so funny. You did a really good job with that,
tried.
Corey.
That was amazing.
Thank
It was amazing.
I was like just lost in that. They did really good. Good job with that.
I didn't need a script. Just
That was
saying.
funny. Oh, that was cool. All right. Now that you guys like that, I'll add it to
Our repertoire.
something new.
That's so good.
Our repertoire. Gotta get that repertoire.
That's good, Corey. All right, what else we have on here? Gina, what you got for us this week?
That was it. That was my customer service thing was my
Nice.
main thing. But my cousin got married though. Congratulations to John and
Big
Louisa.
John.
Hey, congratulations on spending the rest of your life with only one person.
Actually, first off, John's very, very a nice guy. First off, he
Yeah.
used to be a comic, and his girl's a baddie. So congratulations,
Ooh, a baddie.
for real.
She is a baddie, and
Like a
she's
zero?
She's very
Baddie?
talented.
Oh,
like
she's
very
like- she's like
talented.
badass.
She's a doctor. She is.
What?
In fact, she's going to come visit us sometime and answer questions. She's amazing.
Oh.
I love that.
Can she
like
explain
that.
what a Kumo Diddy?
Save
Dibbity-
Diddly.
it for when she comes and visits
I
us.
just-
Gina, you got a big thing coming up soon. What's the date of that again?
December 17th.
Corey, write that down. Put that in our notes. December 17th.
Can't the intern do it?
Intern, can you write that down for us, please?
Yeah, I got you, boss.
All right, thank you. I forgot he worked here.
Yeah.
I forgot he worked here.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to him in weeks.
Because he doesn't.
He does. He gets paid. They give him old checks from old clients for school dances.
Big canceled on
That
it.
same void right on it.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
Change the papers. Like it's good.
Guys, we missed the food porn portion of the show, so that's why we're going to do it now.
All right, let's do it.
What's one food that you think is so overrated?
Didn't we do this last
We
week?
did it last week, yeah.
Do another. Because I'm this far into it. Do another. Because we're so far into this bit. We're going to commit to it.
I don't even remember what I said last week to
Yeah.
say it again.
Mine was chorizo.
I know, and I disowned
I'm going to pick
you.
another one.
Honestly, so with the chorizo situation, I was actually thinking about it because you guys made a comment. I just didn't really have a time to comment back what you said.
Yeah.
You said, Gina said, like, you don't eat chorizo on your own. You put it with something. Like, you put it in something.
Yes, you can't eat it just by itself.
And it helps mask the flavor. When I had chorizo for the first time,
Yeah.
it was on a spoon.
You don't
Just
do that.
Direct.
No, you
into
got to mix it
my
with
mouth.
eggs or something else. You
It
can't
is
do that.
very, very heavy on the spices.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
So yeah, I
like
mean,
a regular sausage, like what we normally eat, you can grab off the stove, eat it with a fork. Chorizo, can't do that.
you can,
But
but
it's disgusting. You'll
I
be
don't
sad
think
for
it's
the day.
disgusting. I think it's really good.
Yeah. My answer is still the same, and that is noodles and any sort of
Yeah,
pasta.
pasta is definitely overrated.
Very overrated.
Since I have to change it, I'm going with a ham, like a big ham, like a
Like a
Honey baked ham?
Honey baked
No,
spiral ham.
Yeah,
if
or
it's
cheese
like-
ball.
If you got that like pineapple like crust,
Glazed?
yeah.
Oh, like
No,
the
that's disgusting.
no, it's actually
I really
good.
like it.
What?
It's just a lot of soda.
I think turkey is overrated. Like I don't even know why we do that every year. It's so not even good.
Give me the ham. Bring the ham.
Yeah.
out.
No, Brian, no ham.
Yeah, I'm taking the ham.
Alex said Rice Krispie trees. Those aren't overrated. How dare you?
Alex, what?
You know what?
I
Alex?
make a bomb Rice Krispie treat.
I mean,
All right.
Best you ever had.
I think mine is pretty controversial.
What do you got, Brian?
Can't stand eggs.
What?
Hate eggs.
You know what? I
know
agree.
A few people
They're not that good.
Yeah, I know a few people that don't like eggs.
I eat them for the nutritional value right now, but I'm not like Daniel's like, oh, you're gonna.
I
not
like
it
'em.
eventually.
Deviled eggs.
I don't like them.
On a thin line, buddy.
What?
Deviled eggs.
I like
So you're
deviled
on the-
eggs. I like egg salad.
Egg salad
I like
sandwich?
egg sandwiches.
Yeah.
I like scrambled eggs. I like omelets. I like eggs.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
make
know.
eggs for breakfast in the morning
me
now
too.
because I've limited options to what I can eat on what I'm doing
Yeah.
right now. And we've gone through a lot of eggs
Yeah.
this month. So
Luckily,
much-
you have them in your backyard.
that is actually true.
Corey's a farmer, Brian. in
I'm
case you're
not.
I
wondering.
love that.
I'm not a farmer. I just live on a farm. I don't.
Have
touch-
you ever seen Get Out?
I don't touch the animals.
That's Corey's
That's
life.
actually pretty accurate.
Stop.
Yeah, I live in a community of only 700 people, and I'm it. So
Man.
yeah,
Nia on the Facebook page said salsa is overrated.
Salsa.
Yeah, you know, you go to a Mexican restaurant, they bring you salsa.
why are
No,
you taking
I
a
go
picture?
through-
of it?
He's never seen Get Out, you
Ravenous.
guys.
What?
Crazy
Why-
movie.
You gotta
why are
watch the
why are you
movie.
taking a
Scare
picture
him.
of it?
Yeah, Mia
that was
said-
like tapping on the fish tank for him. Why would you do
Yeah,
that?
like this is so. Was that just paparazzi? Gina just took several pictures. Of
I
me
didn't.
for
I was
some
hitting the
reason.
And it was actually
flashlight.
facing down your shirt, too.
Oh,
Corey.
is that okay?
Yeah, it's because if you've never seen the movie, you won't get it. I knew you didn't see the movie. I was trying to call you out because you were like, it's accurate, and he hasn't even seen it.
Real
No,
quick,
I
before-
haven't seen it, but I know enough about the movie to know
Such a good
it's
movie.
accurate.
Blah blah.
as our show is coming to an end, my daughter and myself are going to be doing our second annual Backpack for Change drive. And for everyone who doesn't know what this is we raise money and we build backpacks for homeless. We put blankets in them, we put knitted hats, Q-tips, hand sanitizer, soap, toothbrushes, deodorant, gloves, things that they can wear on their back, carry in a backpack, being homeless, that they can kind of carry with them and have some hygiene things and some things to keep them warm in the winter months. So we've done it once, me and her. We kind of started this a couple years back, and we did 50 last year. We're going to try and do 100, where we just drive around the city of Toledo and we find them who are sleeping under cardboard. Or,
I would like to help you with this.
Absolutely. So we're going to start the campaign probably later this week or next week. We're going to start a small GoFundMe to help with the expenses, and we're going to buy everything new and package them up, and we're looking for volunteers as well. And
when we did something similar, when I worked with a homeless and runaway youth shelter at Zeph, was for kids. We packed like a can of soup and like a pack of ramen, stuff like that, so that we could add things like that to it too.
Yeah, we did that as well. We the day of, we made sandwiches. So we put in a bag. We put 2 sandwiches, chips, a water, and I think a little snack.
I love that
as well.
Yeah.
That is
and
awesome.
instead of donating them to like a facility, Mia wanted to go walk the streets and see the people who are living in the corner under a tree and say hi and say, you matter.
Like make them know that they're actual people.
Yeah, hand them to them and let them know that we care.
Yeah.
We care. We don't judge your situation. We don't look at you any different. We're
well, and also not to knock anybody who has any religious beliefs or anything like that, but a lot of times the charity is tied to like here's our church flyer.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking that, but at some point, sometimes it's nice to know that people just care. Like there's no
There
there's
are
no
a lot
ulterior
of
motive.
people on the streets who are on the streets because they're running away from the church.
Yeah.
And
Some
the
of
last
them
thing
are,
the last thing I want to do is hear, oh, if you want more, come to this church, or here's this church flyer.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that something's just there from someone's genuine bottom of their heart.
And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking
And I'm not
anybody,
no
but-
one's knocking it either. I'm just saying it's nice to have something not affiliated with a religious organization. So that's awesome.
And it came to a part where we're like, I had to pull over because I was crying, just because you don't realize how people really live until you walk the streets. Like, there was a lady laying on the curb in a sleeping bag with all of her belonging her whole life.
Yeah.
And to pop her head out and just like, that's their life. They have no home. That's their home.
Yeah.
Blows my mind. So at least we can do something small and help as many people as we can. And like Mia said, there was one guy, we had a long conversation and he wrote down some verses and he appreciated what we did. And
what do you mean he wrote down verses?
so just some verses of Jesus and some
gotcha.
things like
Okay.
that. And it's just,
I thought he was like a rapper.
no, that'd be nice.
Drop some
Drop some bars.
Drop some
beats.
bars on you or something.
Like, here's a backpack for some bars.
Yeah.
For trade.
But yeah, so we want to get that started hopefully end of this week, early next week. We're going to start a GoFundMe. So if you guys are interested, reach out. I can send you the link, and we're going to try and raise enough money to do about 100 backpacks.
I love
this
it.
year.
I
So,
love it.
It's a great goal.
Yeah. Least we can do for the holiday. Let them know people care.
Yeah.
Because they probably get so much of the negative backlash, like, you losers and druggies and things like that, but they're people.
Yeah.
Just like us.
I mean, they're making things. They're making legislation to try to get rid of homeless people. Like, make it illegal to be homeless.
Yeah, it's
basically.
crazy.
That'll help them out.
Yeah, they're making it illegal to be homeless,
Yeah.
but yet they don't have a
Right.
solution for them.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's something as easy as just not having a driver's license. And when your whole life is in your backpack, you don't have the means or the money or the transportation to go get that stuff to get a job. So you're in a situation where you can't go nowhere.
I have a friend. Her name's Joni. Joni Meyer Crothers. Or Crothers Meyer.
The coupon lady.
It is the coupon lady. And she used to do these dinners over by my house at this church, and so I would help her with those, and we go. And it was where, instead of it being a soup kitchen where they were in line, you would like take the food to them like they were at a restaurant, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was so fun to do that, and they got to be served, because a lot of these people, they can't go to a restaurant, or we'd get some really big families in there. You can't take your kids out to a restaurant when you have 6 kids. Corey knows, and so it was sort of like their out to eat experience. So anyway, I love doing that. And she had a guy that she ended up being very close with, and I lived right there. So he would come down. I'd let him come to my house and take a shower, and get himself together, and then she helped him out with some. He ended up getting an apartment, and then he worked his way up, got a truck, and then he started his own landscaping business, and he did really well after
Nice.
that. And it was legitimately like, I mean, there was some mental illness involved, and of
course.
he didn't want to do computers because he was worried about all the. I mean, there was a little tinfoil hat stuff happening, but I mean, he was the nicest guy.
Yeah.
He'd come over, he'd take a shower, we'd sit and have coffee and chat for a little bit. I'd get him all warmed up. I always offered him some food. He never would take it. And then just a couple of people helping him out along the way made him able to
Change his life.
that because of one person, which was her.
Yeah.
Initially making that investment and then getting others involved too.
Yeah, I always say if you want change in the world, you have to be that change.
For
It's
sure.
not let's vote for this guy to change the world.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it starts with
it
us.
can't, yeah.
You got to be good people.
Yeah, there's no politician that's going to
Yeah.
change. We have to do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's another thing too that we have to recognize that we do have to respect that sometimes it is a choice, and that if that's the life they want to live, it's not for us to fix it or to understand it, but we can have compassion
And show them that we care.
and let them know that
There are people that
they
care.
do matter.
Honestly,
They
just
do.
let them know that they're human beings and there's love in this world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
That
what we
goes
want to
a
do.
long,
And,
long
you know,
way.
last time we had, the kids helping and the wife and my brother and so many people reached out, and we want to do it again this year, but we want to double. We went from 50 backpacks. We want to do 100 this year.
I love
So
it.
Stoked.
I'll post it on the show page and how people can help if you wish. And we're going to get that started here shortly before it gets too cold. I want to give them the blankets and hats and gloves and stuff before it gets too cold. So,
Yeah, and sadly, right now you don't have to drive too far
Yeah.
before you see somebody that
Yeah,
in
right down the
need.
street.
Yeah.
I love the phrase "do good recklessly."
Yes,
I really
and
love
I love.
Yeah.
I always say love recklessly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I do. I give recklessly. I love recklessly. That's kind of. I love to do that. That's how I love to live my life.
Your
too.
entire life is reckless.
It is reckless.
That's true.
100%.
Especially
Balls-
in
Not bad.
Especially
Balls
Kia.
to the wall. I love balls to the wall. Wait, what?
Reckless in a Kia with Donnie P in the back seat. Never forget that story.
What?
Donnie P was showing me the back seat.
Oh,
yeah. All right. Never mind. Brian, thanks for hanging out. What'd you think of the show?
It
I know we
was
talked
really
about the
good.
podcast, but now that you're in studio, what'd you think?
This is crazy.
Pretty cool? Pretty
I
cool?
really like it.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming, and we appreciate all your...
It's so nice to meet you.
Remember, if you guys want to follow Brian, it is IB Drawn.
Airbrushing.
I be airbrushing.
I be
on,
airbrushing.
on
That's
the
me, y'all.
socials. And that's B as in boy, E as in Edward.
Brian drew me.
That's the handsome Nick.
Oh my God!
So that is.
Oh, I love it.
Bravo! See,
It's Gina.
Little you is so handsome.
I'm nice.
You look good, Corey. Let me see that again. Hold that back up.
this is getting frank.
Damn,
Good
Daddy.
right there. Yeah.
Little Corey is so handsome. Big
Little
Corey's
Corey.
not. But
I love
let me see that
Oh,
shirt.
look at that. That's
Love that.
crazy.
Oh my gosh!
Got
Look at
the
the
shirt
look
and
at the
everything.
blouse. Look at
It
the
is-
detail.
Look at the blouse. It's so ugly.
Gosh,
Thank-
Great
that's
picture, but the blouse is
amazing.
ugly.
Thank
You're
you.
like ugly. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you. Thanks for
That
coming
was so
in.
cute.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that our
Thanks for
Facebook page?
having
Make
me.
sure at least go to the Facebook page and hit the follow and like tab. That's all you got to do. And do that with our show as well. If you want to check us out, we can be on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Also our YouTube page and Facebook page. We're live every single Monday. See you guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Toodaloo, bitch.
Wait, what?
I thought I was muted.